Welcome back to Forgotten World Adventures, guys, where a bunch of me and my nerdy friends get together and we play D&D. Let's see. We left off last week with some pretty crazy things happening. The party fought their way out of the pit that they had been down in. Sadly, only to end up with their Teijingi crafter taken by the order that he's part of as a traitor for actually forging the weapon that he forged. And now they are left missionless, jobless.
I have a check, technically.
It's not a job, that's just a payoff.
Not to pay off for a job.
At an inn that was actually set up for them and such, by the order, because they don't hold you. Well, the order spoke to the king.
Okay.
Because they don't hold you guilty of this. You were contracted before you really understood the full breadth and depth of what was going on, and bound by contract to do so. So they held you basically blameless, which is good for you guys, because that would be bad otherwise.
Looking at our contract, is that now, like, officially voided?
Yeah, contract is done.
Oh, very nice.
Freedom.
Split the party.
Nap time.
You have spent a good portion of a day and a half, 2 days resting after going through hell in the pit. The only thing that you were given information on, because you wanted to find your Star Mithril that he did promise you, he told you Rolling Wood. And you had to
Giving
you
him
had
a
time
choice.
to figure that out.
I just got rained.
I got distracted, sorry.
It's okay. You've had to figure that one out. It sounds like the consensus is possibly the cart.
Which is where I would like to head as soon as I can.
Okay. And then the rest of you guys, I mean, you did get paid you got left a note on where to redeem money. So you guys should actually come out with a fair chunk of change either way.
Yeah, Nero has that, so I don't know how well it's going to be divided.
Nero will come out with a fair chunk of change either way.
I am.
He has a valid point.
I was really hoping that you were going to say, I am a honorable smuggler, and you will each get your fair share.
It's no fun if I say that. It's better if it's a surprise that I actually do it.
I don't know, has anybody ever met an honorable smuggler?
So the best case is like nobody gets caught, everyone gets paid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Onward.
So, morning has already risen and come and gone.
We're underground. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. But down here, there's still morning and night. Just no sun.
How can you tell? The bar's always open.
Exactly. There you go.
Just depends on how many people are going in and out of the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, 24 hours.
So,
Dwarf City.
the place you're staying, it's definitely getting on the busier side at this point. People are coming back from work, going and enjoying themselves. That's when you kind of actually get stirred awake. And we'll start there. We will start with Shalia, since you are a little bit more driven to something at this point.
I'm driven by money.
Yes, you are. So, you're going to head towards the
I'm
cart.
gonna head towards where the cart was last.
Okay.
Tagging along.
You make your way down the stairs, your avian friend bobbing behind. Probably disguise.
I don't know. The only disguise I have is Dr. Thalene Shmee. I don't think the city would like a plague doctor walking around.
I don't know.
So I'm just gonna hood up and just be very close to Shalia.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Yes, because the Yagamoth in the city definitely won't, raise...
Well, I'm hoping since they gave us room in the inn that I have free.
Do they know you're
semi-free
Yagamoth? I
walk
forget.
around. I don't have anything to
She
cover
wasn't-
my
this is a-
face
Oh,
currently.
right,
This,
That's right.
this is her first time in the city.
Yep.
Isn't her say? Oh,
Yeah,
it is.
because she was kidnapped the last time.
Oh my god.
Maybe this
Oh.
is a bad
I don't
idea.
even know why they're looking
Yep.
Because you had the sword last.
for me. Yeah,
Which
but
actually is
they
a good
now
question.
took it, so technically,
Yeah, why are they
Now,
looking for you? Actually,
I don't
did
know.
you did something, didn't you?
no. I just
No,
had
it
the
was just
sword
the
last
You
sword.
went to
time.
the
You
library.
had the sword. Oh, you
But I didn't
screwed
wanna-
up the library.
No, I didn't
No.
screw up the library.
No, you just screwed
I
around
had-
in the library.
I screwed around. I was researching in the library, but they were after me because I had the sword because
Yeah.
the king
They
wanted
were
why you
after the
walked
sword. That's
and
true.
I had the sword, so I disguised myself to get out. So I now don't have the sword, so I don't know why they're
It's true.
after me.
Well,
They hold grudges.
up to this point, they probably wonder if you have other like.
Other
They maybe.
things.
No one has reported that they have the sword. That's the thing.
Oh,
The king
well,
didn't ever get the sword.
I know, but there's that whole instance in the center of town.
It wasn't in the center of town. It was
Oh,
at the
wasn't
gate.
it?
True, but did
Well,
they
then the guards were there.
also didn't they talk to the king, which is why we have rooms? So wouldn't they know that they were the ones who went after?
They went
the sword?
after, but they didn't know that they were gonna. They didn't know they were gonna get it.
Well,
Right?
well,
They
what
may have.
happens
They
when-
may have only
All right.
found
What
what's his
happens?
bucket.
What happens?
Either
So-
way-
Right, because
I think-
you guys technically had the sword.
Mhm.
They went looking for Credence.
Hmm.
Right.
I'll still be wary and probably
They-
a little stealthy, just
They
because I
went
know
looking.
what I am.
Well, I take that back. They went looking for the sword.
Mhm.
They happened to find Credence. By the way, just to explain, yes, last time we played, because you guys were talking about whole pocket dimension stuff with the sword and everything. It was actually a locator spell, not specifically locating the thing within the pocket dimension, but tracking where it had been last. So the most recent person to have held it is going to show it off most, and then deduction from there says, "Hey, it's not on his person. It's probably in a pouch."
And
Anyways,
I
just
bit
to
nothing.
explain, I don't try to break completely and get all crazy, because the swords that disappeared out of pocket dimension stuff, I already explained
Yeah?
that one.
Did
'Cause-
you?
Yeah, because when
They
a
were
when
new
a sin
swords.
becomes a new sin, the
Oh,
sword just
right.
the sword just goes away and
Like the
comes
sword
back to the thing.
Gryffindor.
Yeah,
it always appears in the hat, no matter where. It's
the demon stone thing, whatever. The soul stone.
That's the last campaign.
That's
It's
last
old
That's
news.
campaign.
campaign. That's
Anyway,
thousands
so-
of years in the future. So
That's a long time in the future. All right. So, anyways, yeah. So they were after the sword. They came back with Credence,
Mm-hmm.
and they took the sword. The king may not be up to date yet,
Fun.
but they are still looking for the
Well,
bird.
it looks like I might
Possibly
meet the
because
king.
they wonder if you have anything else. If you,
It's not like I stole the sword
looted-
last time.
yeah, but they kind of think about it that way. So it's okay. You're probably not going to be too bad off, but you do have a Yagamoth running around town.
I'm still probably going to be somewhat stealthy,
Yeah. Roll me a
just
stealth.
because of I know what I am, and I know I'm not welcome in a lot of places.
Yeah, you're smart enough to not be silly about how you do stuff.
What did you roll?
That's a 7, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Ooh,
a 7.
that's
Hold
not
on, my
You could also
my.
like ask people to get you clothes.
Stealth is under dex.
I know I need to find it. That's a 15.
too- That's not bad.
I rolled a 7 plus 8.
I know.
It's also under 20, so anything
always
can happen.
roll well. because
22.
you're great. Yeah, you got good stuff.
I rolled a 15 plus 7.
So, you head over to the stables. There are some people giving you some odd looks.
I figured.
Every once in a while, someone's like,
Dex, right?
huh? Like they just kind of, that kind of thing. As you get to the stables, you're greeted by a man who's working on horseshoes outside on an anvil.
Who conveniently is so focused on the horseshoes, he just hears you walk up, says hello, and keeps looking at the horseshoe while talking to you.
He's like, "How are you doing today?"
Well, that is one job you don't want to look up from. You don't
That's
wanna
true.
get kicked by the horse.
I am looking for the cart that the group with Credence dropped off here.
Oh, wondered when you'd be back. I figured you'd all be dead. I had it already. I had a buyer lined up.
We are not dead, but I would like to claim it.
I don't remember a female voice other than the cat.
Well, I was stuck with Credence.
Well, cart's back there. You can go take a look, make sure everything's as it should be. And that's when he looks up. Whoa!
It'd be my pleasure. Thanks.
My pleasure. Bye.
You like at that point you actually do hear. Yeah, you do hear like a, boy, get out here now! There's like people now running towards the cart.
I'm not here to cause any trouble. I just left some things on that
Quick,
card I
Key,
need to
convince
get.
them.
Not here to cause trouble, yeah. Right, Yagamoth.
Is Hero out and about?
All he's
yet?
got as a weapon is like a forge hammer. He's just got, this is what he's got. He's got horseshoes.
It's basically a boom hammer. It's fine.
Yeah.
Chill, bro.
So is
I
Hero
really don't want to cause a fight. I was traveling with them. I've been working with Credence all this time. All I want is to get some things from my cart since Credence has been taken back by his group. Or what his line of work.
I'm the bird.
He was one of
Bird?
I'm with.
He was with them. He's been with them the entire time.
he was the bird at the
Were
city.
you there when they dropped the
Yes.
cart? You weren't. You were in the library, weren't you?
To be fair,
I think the only one who dropped the card off was
You
you.
were.
Yeah.
So how does he know that there wasn't a female in the party other than the? How does he know the cat
That's
was
true.
there?
That's true.
Like,
I thought that there were 3 people that went. I
No,
thought
it was
Bjorn
just
and
yours.
Just
you.
me.
I thought it was Bjorn and you and
I'm
you.
with
No,
Because
Big
I
Blue.
swear that you had gone to the cart.
Me, Mittens, Calum, and I think
I
Because
went to the library.
Caleb and you went to the library.
yeah.
I thought Fariel went. Wait, then who went to go see
Oh,
the
and
king?
Ferial followed you.
Oh, that's right. I went to the
No,
king.
me
Yeah,
and
no, we
Fariel
didn't go
went to the library.
We went
Oh,
to,
you and Ferial
Because
went to the library.
we had
We
the.
went to
It was
the
both
king.
me and Fariel wanted to get the sword away.
and
and you went to
Fernando.
the king with him.
And then Fernando.
I went to
Okay.
the car.
So I'm just gonna.
Scratch my conversation.
Bjorn!
I'm just gonna
Sends
say
me.
we're with the big blue furry guy. Mind to mind.
Oh, I don't like that. Birds talking in my head.
It's stuck in my head.
Oh, you're funny.
Oh yeah,
It's
funny.
Bring your beak over here.
it's the only way he can communicate. But the Furborg did send us to come get the cart.
The
Furborg.
Okay.
The Furborg?
Furball.
That's
It's accents, all right, everybody. It's accents.
Whoa! Boy,
Hey,
we
man.
get Star Trek in here.
He's a furry warforged.
I take it back. I'm no longer a sea elf. I am more clearly a Vulcan.
Leave it alone.
Yeah,
It's a hard word.
We're with the furball.
You know, the big furry thing.
I know
It's
what a
blue.
furball gets.
Likes to turn into a bear.
Oh, he likes to turn into bears.
Yeah.
Makes sense. His name's Bear.
Bjorn a bear, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Go on then.
Thank
I'm
you.
watching you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather that.
Boy, follow him. You hear him saying, boy, follow him. This boy still looks like he's probably like in his 50s with a beard down to his waist.
Oh, he's not like the guy in the library. Dang it.
He makes his way. He's like, I hear you, boss. Makes his way over and follows with you guys.
So typical like 70s like minion. Yes, boss. I got it.
No, not
I'll
like
keep
that.
my eyes right on him.
Not like that.
I'm gonna try to make a
Australian accent.
light conversation with him. Try to make him warm up. Not make him warm up to me, but see that I'm not a
Don't
threat.
talk to me, Agamoth.
Oh, never mind.
Fine.
Do you grow a beard often?
Silence treatment it is.
Silent treatment it is then. Key and I will have our own conversation.
In our minds. Can't hear us here.
Okay, so conversation. What's your conversation?
They don't really like us, do they?
They never have.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyway, we're looking for Star Mithril.
Yeah?
And
The shiny stuff, right?
yes,
Okay.
the stuff you've seen before.
Not keys.
No.
Okay.
Can you make a key out of Starman?
Can you make
I mean, isn't that what
It can
the
open all
Not
locks.
for you.
Isn't that what the arc blade is?
Yeah, the art, but
It can open every
Keys.
lock.
The arc blade technically is a key. Yeah.
If you find it, hide it. If I find it, I'll hide it. Either way, I would prefer that they don't know we have it.
well,
All right,
on the
guys.
card is ours, so
Investigation time.
No, we've
me
already- Do we get
2.
advantage because we've already searched the cart before and we know what's there?
Well,
That's true.
you are actually aiding her, so it is advantage anyway. So, wow, that was so freaky.
See, it's a communicator. We are in Star
We are
Trek.
in Star Trek.
It could be work, so she has to take it. But I'll roll.
So if
Let's
you're,
see. Hold
if you're a
on.
Vulcan, does that mean that I'm a Romulan?
Investigation.
Apparently
You know, I
I'm
feel
a
like that
Borg.
might actually be backwards.
Okay, she
Yeah.
has a
No,
higher
no.
investigation.
You're the one who's supposed to be emotionless.
Yeah, it's fair.
Supposed to.
21.
Supposed to be.
21.
17 plus 4.
Nice. Okay. So, as you are searching the cart, there's a lot of stuff
Who's
in there and
Ferengi?
everything. You start moving. Who's the Ferengi?
Well,
He is
actually-
Ferengi.
He is Ferengi.
A lot of the stuff wouldn't be on the cart because we took a lot of stuff off and Bjorn is carrying it.
Yeah.
You took a lot off.
But we're looking for hidden
some
compartments and things like that. We're looking for
Mhm.
hidden things. So, I'm sorry, just remembering. But yeah, we're looking for hidden things.
I don't know. I can't try to think.
I just swear there was a cat person racing Star Trek.
Is
All
there?
right, keep going.
I feel like
Yeah.
there should be.
Oh,
So you
Voyager, the cook.
you dig around.
Yes.
Neelix.
Neelix, yeah.
Don't just.
Sorry. Yeah. Guys, I
We
think we're a
have the
little off today.
human.
All right, guys. Let's focus.
Yeah.
All right, I just have one last one. Ferial's Q.
Very odd.
The Q race,
A
or whatever
little
that
bit.
superior, like,
No.
he thinks himself Q at the very
No.
least.
I think he's more of a.
Though Fariel's not here.
Yeah.
I mentioned that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. We are down a guy. He might not be here as frequently because he is currently part of a play. They may be doing a lot of Tuesday rehearsals, so we'll be down a guy for a little while. But it is all right. He will be missed. We love him, and he will be back. Okay, so as you two are digging around in the cart,
I rolled a 21.
Oh, awesome.
as you are going through the cart, everywhere on the inside seems safe, and like there's nothing
Missing.
hidden.
Hidden.
Your bird kind of walks around down underneath, since he's small enough to basically fit on the underside really easily. And as he's kind of feeling around, right under where the driver's seat is, he pushes, and you just feel this. It slides. You're like, oh yeah. There is a bag, and you can feel like it feels like ore. It feels like rocks inside. When you open it, there are 4 ingots of Star Mithril
Those
in
are
there.
instantly going into the bag of holding.
Jeez.
And I'm gonna come out just
They're not big. They are each
about this
probably
sized.
they probably each weigh like half a pound. They're small ingots made to be brought up to the proper like temp and turned into
So they're not
a blade.
forged yet.
They're not forged
like
yet.
Raw
Mhm.
ingots.
Incidentally, how dense is Star Mithril?
So Star Mithril is
Not that dense.
What's
that
its
mu-
atomic
well, actually,
weight?
pretty dense.
I was
That
gonna
much
say
is
its
not half.
atomic weight versus its actual weight are very different things.
They're not scientific here.
Because it's magical.
Have we discovered the periodic table yet?
Well, we have to be scientific. This is Star Trek.
All right, I'm gonna start throwing things.
Now remember, everyone, we cannot break the Prime Directive.
Too late.
He's
Easier.
broke that a long time ago.
Yeah, we have a unintelligent bird.
That's fair.
A primitive.
Who's doing evil deals with gods and stuff? Anyway,
I'm the guy with the Star Mithril right now.
I haven't
Anyway,
said a
so
word about
just
that.
if we're going to get down to the sciencey part of it, it's the densest thing that you could like. Yeah, it's extremely dense, but it
It's also basically made out of quarks because it weighs nothing.
yeah. So it doesn't weigh a lot. There's reason for
Well, it's
that.
in its raw form. It's not forged yet. I'm guessing when it's forged and purified, it's a lot denser.
Yeah, so like when when it has actually reached its true form.
Like I'm thinking this thing has little bits of stone and stuff still embedded. And
No, it's an ingot.
It's an ingot.
It's actually it's a refined
Oh,
ingot.
so it's been refined already. Okay.
Yeah.
Those are going into the bag of holding, just bloop, 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 and I'm just gonna come out. I didn't find anything. Just
Going, in your head. Ding ding.
ding 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 ding. I got the shinies.
Great. So now that you have the 4 Twinkies of Star Mithril,
The 4 Twinkies of Destiny!
So I'm just gonna come up and I'm just gonna shake my head, just like no.
I'm sorry, guys. Work was terrible today. I just. I need something to laugh at, and also start crying.
The dwarf is
I'm
much.
Sorry, man.
That's an over exaggeration, but
So I'm just gonna come out and just nothing there.
But the point still stands.
Okay. Nothing there. And I was going to say there's some other things in there.
Oh, there's other things. Okay, keep
Yeah.
going then.
There are a few things in there.
you find
There
out
is
it's
there is a
cargo
small
holding.
book, like this big, like a 2x5, something 2x4 like size, book that's leather bound. It's got very heavy parchment sheets in it. Looking in it, it's all written in Tejungi,
Which I can now read.
Yep.
but it's in code.
Okay. Well, eyes of the Runekeeper, so.
Yes.
Which
So
is
you
new. One of my.
So you
invocations.
can see like the letters, but it
Like,
doesn't make
it's
sense.
It's gibberish. Still.
Well, it's not gibberish. Like
No.
they're words,
They're just.
but you don't know what the frack it's all about. Like you just don't know what it is. You know, but just given the fact that it just doesn't make sense, you're like, yeah, that's encoded. Like, you're not stupid. You're not stupid about that.
Okay.
You may not be your bird is not wise but intelligent, right? Or is it
No,
not
those are
intelligent,
both
wise?
11s. They're both zeros.
Oh, they're both okay.
They're both average.
I am very dexterous with the +4.
You're very
That
dexterous.
being said, he's also a thief. So.
I am not the smartest
Yeah,
bird.
this is kind of up your alley, though. Thieves can't type. Like
True.
you know that it has that kind of a feeling like there's something.
I know it's a
being
code.
said
I just
without
don't
it
know
being
what it's.
said.
I just
Yeah,
don't know.
We
right.
just haven't cracked the code yet.
Yes. So that's kind of cool. There is also another book there. It is something you've never really seen before. It is it's leather bound. It's nice, kind of shiny, and says Gary's Book of Wonders.
What's Gary's Book of Wonders?
It's an ongoing joke for
To
our last campaign.
clarify,
It is a cursed book.
So, in the previous game, I was given a book by Garion, and I jokingly kept calling it Gary's Book of Wonders
So
because it always had
Garion
something in it when I needed it.
Garion is a god in this world.
Garion is probably like one of the greatest heroes. He does not currently exist yet.
Oh. Well, that makes this book even more.
So, I'm happy.
It is not Garion's book that was given to him.
It
This
is
is
Gary's
Gary's Book
Book
of
of
Wonders.
Basically, if you remember the
Gary.
book from Charmed, that's basically what he had, and he kept calling it Gary's Book of Wonders.
Gary's Book
And
of
every time he
Wonders.
did it, I wanted to throw my DM screen at him.
So now we have one.
And now I just think it's funny.
Well, now we can't.
I have another campaign where they are actually someone has asked them to try. So they're like thousands of years from where you guys currently are, but they're still way in the past. But like this is after Iscolid and everything. So like the one of the ancient libraries in there. This guy asked him. He's like, if you can find this book, I'll pay you $1 million. And they're like, what book is this? He's like, it's Gary's Book of Wonders.
Yes!
So.
Well, you'll go to this tomb and there's a dead Kenku clutching it.
Anyways, so we'll see. I'm excited to see where Gary's Book of Wonders ends up in my mythos and history. Anyways, so
Right now it's in the hands of a very dangerous bird.
so yes, you have Gary's Book of Wonders. It is not like the book that he had.
What is it? Does it?
As you open it up, there
Travel
is
destinations.
no. So there is a little forward to it, that's basically says, I've decided to compile a book of all the wondrous things that I see and for everywhere that I go. I simply wish to document things that others may never be able to see in their lifetime, so that one day this may become printed and we can share in the marvelous wonders of of our existence.
So it's a travel guide.
Kind of. As you open and kind of just leaf through the pages,
I'm upside down still.
there are creatures in there of all sorts with like descriptions, drawings, talks about the knowledge he has from the people who have hunted them and dealt with them before. There are items in there, like rare items that maybe have never been seen before. You see a couple of gems. There's a key that you see. That one will probably bring some interest to you.
Similar to mine.
Similar, yes.
I'm gonna bookmark that page.
There is a sword.
Just take out a feather and just boop.
There's a sword in there that just says Key of Knowledge.
Ah, that's
Key?
not important.
There's a lot of different destinations. One of them you see in the kind of etched it, like done in a map, just a quick, crudely done map. You see this kind of horseshoe of mountains, and within it just says Heart of Dryat.
Didn't we need? No, that's my other book. Dang it.
So there's just a bunch of little things like that that just kind of, those are the ones that kind of stick out to you as you're just kind of quickly leafing through and looking at it. You're like, yeah, you might want to look into this and kind of, eventually study it sometime. It's kind of a neat little piece.
All right, so I got the 4 ingots, the small book written in code, and Gary's Book of Wonders.
Gary's Book of Wonders.
Is there anything else in this little hidden
Dude, that's total. I think we now, like, I actually want to make, you know how you had, like, lores and whatever? It should just be called Gary's Book of Wonders. And
We
just,
can do that.
We can make it that name.
So turn Lore's Legend of Legalities into Gary's Book of Wonders. We can do that.
Yes.
You just need to start
I will-
giving
I
me
will-
content.
I'm working on it. Don't
So
worry.
Tay appears in a gray wig and goes, "Hello, my name is Gary.
My gosh.
What you're about to experience is just do like a Lemony
You
Snicket."
know what? I'll do it. I will do it.
Okay.
All right.
We'll talk about this later.
Sorry, guys.
Onward.
More content. for
Anyway,
you.
so you gain that stuff.
Just those 3?
There's those, and there is, there's one other thing.
There's
I
a
was
wooden
going to,
key.
I was going to place a different spot, but I think it's more fitting in this
If there's
place.
any keyholes, I do have Credence's key ring. So.
Yeah, there's no keyholes here. As you kind of feel up and around in there, you do, like, just up and above. So, like, there's, like, this little chamber that's here. As you feel up, there's, like, a little ledge that's up higher. And you, like, push this further, and you see that there's a little more expanse. And you...
Like, I knew there wasn't this good of a shock suspension on this thing. It was hollow. I wonder it was a bumpy ride.
You can feel this thing is like inlaid in a spot, so it shouldn't have shaken around and like given any notice that it was there. But as you kind of like finger and get your hands under it, you are able to pull it away. You can definitely tell it's a blade.
Does he cut himself on it?
No, he's deft enough not to.
I have a dexterity of 18.
Let's be honest, he's nimble enough. He's just in the hidden chamber. Just
Because he's just, he's that small.
yes.
No, I don't think I could get my beak through the hole.
You might, yeah.
It's just
Um,
a beak. I was like, ah!
You're able to pull this blade down. What you see here is it is not finished. It is just the blade in its the blade is sharpened, it's edged and everything,
it's
but
not
it doesn't
like hilt.
currently have a hilt.
Is it like a short sword, dagger, long sword?
It is a short sword. It has 4 runes in it. The 4 runes that are in there are speed, strength, flame,
Oh, know who this is going to.
And the fourth rune in there is a rune for Indomitable.
Captain
Guys,
Taylor.
it's the Monado.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say Gary Sword of Wonders.
Sort of wonders.
All these
Going to the
runes look
table.
similarly. All these runes are very intricate cards, but if you squint at them, they seem to spell the word Gary.
I'm just gonna start throwing things. I'm
Wait.
done.
Okay.
Leaving.
Number 1. What was your reference? 'Cause I don't-
Xenoblade.
Yeah, Xenoblade,
The
the
Monado.
Monado blade.
Shulk.
You have.
Dot.
Have you ever played Super Smash?
Yeah, I played Super Smash. I know what it is. I've never played the games.
So Shulk has that sword that you can flip, and he has like
Yes.
the jump
yes,
and the
it's very
speed
good.
and the shield and all that. That's the Monado, and like because it has the different runes that are for the different abilities that you gain with it, he was joking that this is like that.
Alright, this I'm going to take all this. So there's 4 ingots, $2, and the unfinished blade. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All those go in the back. Hold
Wrong. There's 4 Twinkies. There's
4 Twinkies. I'm going to come out and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to like brush myself off,
We love you,
and
man.
I'm just like, and I'm just going to come out just like, nothing. Because that dwarf is still around. So
Right, he's
just,
like-
nah, nothing.
What did you expect?
I was expecting.
It's
some,
a carrot.
I was expecting for damages so we could, get some money back.
I take care of things well.
I
And
can
quit
tell.
talking in my head.
I quit talking in my head.
Oh.
It's one or the other, man. Pick and choose.
pick and choose, sit and lose.
Fine. Are you good now, Yagamoth?
We're good.
Go on.
Looks like everything's in order.
I'm gonna
Thank
give
you.
him.
Seeing I've got a jar of dirt.
I'm gonna give him a piece of gold. And it says, it's like keep it. You're gonna have to hold on for just a bit longer until we're ready to leave.
That's fine. Fools running around with Yagamoth, and he just kind of like turns around.
There was nothing down there.
Nah.
I could do it. I could do it. No one would know.
I can do it. I can nail it.
Last time I saw him, he was Ultron was sitting.
No one would even care. No one would know.
You stuff him in the hidden compartment.
No,
It was not that big of a compartment, guys. This is not a big compartment.
I can fit a gnome in there, and that's maybe it.
You could crush a gnome and fit him in there.
Ooh, gross.
Well, that's what this. I'm not gonna finish that one.
Wait.
Hey, I'm gonna stealth
You do
back
have
to
a
our
back
party to try
With or
to
without
bribe
his
one of our party members to
Say
go buy
what?
me some
With or
things,
without
because
his
apparently
pointy
me
hat?
going around by myself isn't smart.
No, underneath the pointy hat is a
D&D
big
gnome.
horn.
D&D gnome.
Alright, so we're gonna go back to
Okay.
the inn. We're gonna try to meet up with as many of
Oh,
the rest
no.
as we can.
Maybe
Okay.
you.
She needs new gear, but she's afraid to go shopping.
So I'm gonna go bribe the cat to go shopping for me.
Why did what actually that makes sense. I was about to ask why, and then I thought about it and went, no, that's fair.
What were you gonna say, Fernando?
So at this point, since we've been around for a couple of days, I would think that I don't know, we'd be kind of thinking about what's going on next and whether or not I need to go and knock at everyone's doors and say, hey, let's meet up at X time at this place and let's talk.
Well, that's actually the next thing we're gonna address here. You guys are making your way back.
I am going to try and figure out if there's going to be like a trial or if if that's it for Credence.
Okay. Where are you gonna go to try and figure that out?
The king.
Yep.
You're gonna go to the king. Okay.
Or even some
Anyone going
knowledgeable
with him?
bureaucrat will do.
I want to
will
go.
go with him as well.
I want to go cash a check, and then pick up a lance, and then maybe other things. We'll see.
Okay. All right. So, you guys make your way
Mm-hmm.
towards the king. Are you going with them? Is that what you said?
I would. I don't know if they would knock to my door
I
or not to
was
say, hey, do you want to
I
come
wasn't planning
in?
on knocking on anyone's door. I was just going to gather information.
Yeah.
So I was planning
At this
to
point, you
head
guys are
along.
up. I would assume if you're up, you're either talking with each other. If you're not that cool with each other, you're in your own rooms. Then that's fine. You don't have to go with him, but
I'd like to, but I also don't want to just say, "Oh, Meta, I know that he's going."
it's true. It's true. It's true. So, if you were trying to knock on people's rooms though and say, "Hey,"
I might find out that it's empty if he's gone already, or I might find him preparing to leave.
Because needing only half the length of for the long rest, I'm probably already gone.
that's true.
But does the king need only half the length of a long rest?
That does not concern me.
So you
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So you are wanting
I'm
to
kidding.
wake the king up in the middle of
You
the
guys,
night.
you guys wake up to the beheading of an elf.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
That's how you're kicking Fairy all out?
No, wrong
Oh,
elf.
changeling druid.
Yeah.
So what did Nero do this time?
No, I will obviously wait until it's reasonable for the king to be awake.
Okay.
But not long after.
Or you can just talk to the, guards at the front of the gate and go, when can I schedule a time to meet the king?
That's fair too.
Yeah, it's not Calum though.
No, it's really not.
Calum's the brash, walk right into the king's chamber if he can, see what happens kind of guy. So, yeah, you're making your way there. The Furbolg is going with.
Yeah, I'll go with if I'm awake at the time. I do need the full rest, so
He's leaving around that time.
okay. So
You'd
I'd
be
up
awake.
and about, getting food,
And I'm just walking out the door.
Okay.
and I will pipe up saying, "Hey, where you going?"
To find out what I can
About?
about trying to figure out what's going to happen next.
That was very descriptive, I say
You're
as I walk
welcome.
out.
Yeah.
That was very descriptive, but I almost brought a tear to my eye. Oscar worthy.
Like, so descriptive that we might want to come and see this as well.
And by we, he means him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It causes more suspicion if you are evasive.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'll come with.
All right.
I've already lost one person. I don't want to lose any of the rest of you.
Aww.
He cares about us.
If anyone's gonna hold this party together, it's Bjorn.
Probably.
I need to babysit you.
And there he
And
is.
that's over.
And the almost done.
Senor Care Bear over there.
Oh no! Don't do it, guys! Don't do it!
No. I was gonna say.
we're gonna put a tree on his stomach.
I was gonna say, what was the old TV show where it was like the big brown bear? Was his name Blue?
Bear in the
Bear in the
Bear in
Big
Big
Blue
Blue
House.
House.
Yes, that one.
Yeah. Anyway, so Bear, you're going with him,
Yeah.
and you wake up. You've been thinking about this for the last little while. Like, we need to meet up and like figure out what to do. You go to knock on.
Knock on doors, leave notes with a time and a place.
You find
I'm going to
that-
say a certain time at a certain pub or tavern around here. Maybe not the one that we're staying
This
in
one?
because
You find four of your people are already gone.
1, 2, 3, 4.
hence the
The
leaving of notes.
the banging on the door of Ferial's room. He's like, "What in the world would you be doing trying to bother me right now?"
Well, I've been thinking we need to meet together as a group to decide what we're going to do next, if we go our separate ways or stay together. So we are meeting at the pub at I don't even know what time. Sorry,
Insert
this
time
was-
here.
Yeah.
We're meeting at
Where?
insert pub. Yeah, at
You need to
insert
put down a time if you're saying it to everyone. You need to pick a time.
For the sake of things, we'll say 7 because time. So I just mean that there's the same set of 24
AM or
hours
PM?
in this world.
AM happy hour.
Actually, that's probably not a bad idea to pick it during happy hour.
Again, Dwarf City, isn't it always happy hour?
It's always happy hour at a different pub.
Ah.
Pub girl.
You know, I don't really care one way or the other what you do.
Oh,
I was
no,
never
you don't.
exactly part of this party to begin with.
But I'm sure you'd be interested to know what happens next.
You're right about that.
I'll see you there later.
If I can make it.
If I don't have play
Because you
practice.
have so much going on in your busy life right now.
Yes.
And I walk off to the library once I've contacted everyone. I don't know who else's door. Well, like I said, I'm knocking on your door, basically giving you the same message, more or less. But I don't know how much sass you'd give me, or wouldn't.
If I'm awake, then it's fine. If
She's
you
a
woke
cat.
me
She
up,
sleeps 12 hours a day, dude. No,
then
just
I'm
kidding.
what the heck?
No, it's more than
Oh my
that.
gosh,
I was trying
where
to
elves
sleep.
get like less sleep.
Oh, that'd be
Tabaxi are
hilarious.
required
Oh my
to
gosh,
sleep
I wish that
longer.
were a thing.
That'd be
Oh.
Must nap or at least about for 18 hours.
That would be so awesome.
And-
Vaccine
It
only.
seems a
to
little
accommodate
extreme,
that
but yes.
because-
You should see our cat.
After doing that, I'm heading to the library to go and look up law. For like Teijungi law.
Taijungi law.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
didn't know you were a law student.
I'm looking because having thought about this for a bit, what's going on in my head is that they didn't really give us a reason why they're trying to kill Credence.
They
And as
said,
far
that
as
they said that he had violated the laws of their order.
okay, which then brings up a question as to what those laws are, what that actually entails, and to whether or not it actually is. Essentially, what I'm thinking is that, as far as I know, all that Credence has done is had a dream of peace or of some way of obtaining that, and actually went about trying to do something about it. Which, when you look at it that way, isn't really anything wrong.
Yep, you sound
So
like
unless
a lawyer
so unless
already.
so unless there is a law, what I've been thinking about, that says that you cannot build super weapon swords, then he hasn't done anything wrong.
Well, you see, the Order of Flame has a very specific rule. It's called do no
In which
ish
case,
harm.
it's mob mentality, and
Do
they're
no
acting on
ish
fear.
harm.
Is their prime directive?
Do no harm ish.
I'm sorry, Matt.
Hence, that's kind of more the focus of what I want to try to figure out at the library
Cool.
is whether or not they actually by law he messed up on that. But
I'm down.
Finding loopholes.
Yeah, he's trying to find some way to stand in defense of him. That's cool. You head. Where is our cleric? Is the tabaxi just sleeping?
She's gonna go
Garfielding
get
it.
some breakfast.
You
I mean,
Gotta
there's
eat.
nothing else for her to do right now.
go down and there is a hearty breakfast prepared.
Right.
All sorts of
Everybody else
wonderful
missed out.
things.
I'm gonna take their helmet. That's mine.
She has all the keys to the room. So 1 meal per room. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me all the meals.
Your key is your mail ticket.
Oh, that's awesome.
pull a Garfield.
Stacks. Anyways, all right, cool. So
Once again,
she is
my
enjoying
life
her
is
food.
saved by lasagna.
Okay, so those going to the king.
Yes.
Where are you going, by the way, Nero?
I was catching it, Shaq.
Oh yeah, you're
As
catching
I've
the
made
joke.
the joke many times.
Yes. I'll take care of yours first.
Okay.
So you head to find, like, basically the bank.
yeah.
You ask around, you find your way there. Once you do get there, you're greeted by a very cheery Taijungi lady at the desk. She does not have a beard.
No, in my head it's just like, well, hi, darling. Welcome to the bank.
Oh, now you're gonna now you
No.
now you got it in his head.
Oh man.
Please, can we have a southern door?
Well, all right.
He's a great dwarf.
Why am I doing?
I'm an actor. What am I doing here?
Well, looks like a good boner for you.
Yes, it is. Oh, dear Lord, yes, it is.
Yes, it is. You got quite the note here.
I'm sorry.
You asked for it, dear darling.
In character.
All right.
Ariel is just so.
Not Ariel?
Not Ariel.
Yeah.
Nero is just
Nero
so
just
emotional that there's a.
Nero don't show any emotion. I don't know what you're talking about. I slap you silly.
So unless there's money involved.
Yeah. Yes.
They're gonna break.
Okay.
Maybe.
It's so hard looking you in the eye at this point.
You brought it on yourself.
Yes, I did. And I couldn't be more proud. Alright. Alright. Serious time. Well, the most serious I can get.
Sunglasses.
They're in the car. I thought about it. Anyway. What did you say?
Well, you got one heck of a no rush here, so it just sounds like a good day for you. I'll go get this taken care of right now if you like. How would you like this divvied out?
What is the total amount?
Looks like on the mark for around 2.5 million.
Yeah.
In copper.
Still a hefty amount.
Quite hefty.
That would be a problem. You're taking the mine with you.
Oh man, like I'm just trying to imagine that now in pennies. Like, yeah, no, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
It would be horrendous, and you're not gonna be getting that out of there.
My carrying capacity is only 150 pounds. I don't know if I could carry that much in copper.
I don't know if I can.
Now remember,
How consolidated would you like this to
No,
be?
remember, Josh. Fariel and Bjorn were not in the contract.
I know. I'm definitely leaving one out. I'm thinking about the other though. I mean, Fariel did a lot of good things. No, I'm kidding. I would like it consolidated into 7 parts.
7 parts? Alright, well, that'll work just fine. You just give me a moment, I'll be right back with you, sugar.
I
She
can't do this.
takes
It's
this
so
and
funny.
turns around and slides the note with the seal and everything on it. Comes back, and she's like, well, looking at everything, this should do you just right. She lays down 7 diamonds.
Okay. Very nice.
That should be roughly all equal and good. This one, though, I recommend that one.
I picked that one up. And then I picked the rest of them up. And just mildly tipping the tricorn. Thank you for thank you.
Oh, no problem at all, darling.
And I turn around and walk away.
You come back down here.
Alright.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you so much.
I hate you all.
Hey, you're smiling. I
We just
realize
need
it's a
to clip
stage
it.
smile. but-
We just need to clip that right now.
Done.
I hate you all. Done.
Alright,
Excellent
so
job, though.
I don't
approve.
really hate you guys. That was just
how much do each of these
So
diamonds
messed up.
cost?
Well, you split out 2 million and
I had to take 2.5 million and divide it by 7.
Alright, let me
Ru-
do math. That's definitely my strong suit.
Calculators out, everybody.
Okay. So 2.5 million.
So take 2.1 million, divide that by 7, and then take all the extra and put it in the other diamond.
So that's
Why are you handing it to me?
Because I don't know what Matt just
Oh my
said.
Okay, so it's 300,000.
2.5 million.
Yeah, it's 300,000 for
So-
the 6
So
diamonds.
6
Okay.
diamonds are 300,000 apiece, and the one diamond is worth. Yeah.
500,000.
Yep.
So you have a 500,000 gold diamond.
Yeah, that's
Where
under.
everyone else gets a 300,000 gold diamond.
But still, 357G is.
That's 30,000 platinum. That's 30,000
Okay.
platinum.
It's a lot of money, guys.
So that was
We're
300,000
rich.
300,000
for the 6.
For the
300,000 for 6, and then
Maybe
you
I
got a
could buy my
500,000.
problems away, guys.
Huh?
So maybe I can buy my problems away. No.
Shopping spree!
To be fair, this is almost what the one lady gave me would have given me for the family sword. Actually, I think that was 1 million. Anyway, yeah. So I will go ahead and now that I finished that, I'm definitely gonna go try picking up a lance to replace the one I lost.
Okay.
So I'll go
Um,
weapon shopping for a bit.
You do not find a lance down here.
Nowhere. Uncultured swine.
What in the world are you talking about? Who in the world has need of a lance? Don't go riding around on ponies down here, boyo.
They have a point.
Lances?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. It's a lance.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But they don't have them.
Maybe a halberd. That might work for you.
Yeah, that could be kind of cool.
Hold on, I'm trying to wrap my head around the words. We don't have lances.
So at the
Try
king,
commissioning one.
You can deal with that in a minute. At the king. You guys try to make it into the king's court. It's not gonna happen
It's not
this
by the
early in
gods,
the
and
this early in the morning.
he
Like,
tries to push himself through. I'm like, when
No,
can we see
no,
them?
that's not quite what I do. I teleport. No.
hold yourself right there. Where in the world do you think you're going?
Well, the king sent us into a kobold-infested hellhole, and I'd like to talk to him.
Oh, he sent you to the kobold-infested hellhole. Right. Well, if you'd like to talk to him, you can when he's available. But right now, he's not.
All right.
Okay.
When is he next available?
Oh, probably a long time from now, actually. He's busy with some very, very heavy things.
Yes, it's one of the things we'd like to talk to him about.
See if we can help.
What do you mean? Do you even know what you're talking about?
Yes, with the inner flame, sentencing Tredence to death.
Has nothing to do with that. He's dead.
Already.
If he's not dead yet, he's a dead man. So I heard.
Or a dead Tejungi in this case.
He's a male Taejungi. He's still a man.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere else I could find any more information
On what?
on the state of Tredence?
I'll send you where you need to go.
Thank you.
So, the inner flame. There's a small group of them that are here. There's a tower at the far west side of the city. Go there. Give him this. He hands you a ruby that you can see a flame within.
Oh wow!
Says, "That's not for spending.
Obviously.
Give it to them. It'll let them know that you can get in, so you can talk as you need to. Otherwise, they won't welcome you."
You know you're in a palace when they use rubies as hall passes.
You're in a very rich mine.
And they call it a mine. And they call it a mine.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Now go.
I go to the tower.
Okay. You guys are heading off to the tower.
I think we should grab everyone else as well, rather than just us going alone.
Okay.
Not that it'll make much difference, seeing as
I
these
mean,
guys are
if
pretty
we go
much
alone
a
right now,
big
we
old
have
group of level
nothing to
20.
beat him with. It will be heavily guarded if he's in prison, or he will already be dead, like the guard said. So if we are trying to break him out, we would need the rest of them to help out. If we are trying to convince them to release him, we need more information.
Honestly, Tredence deserves to be where he is, as far as I'm concerned. What he doesn't deserve is a death sentence.
Yes, I agree. He should not die for this. I know that there are dangers coming that maybe not the rest of you believed me about when I said that Hagoth was coming back.
Hagor.
Hagel? Okay.
He got through the character, wasn't he?
We get names confused, guys.
We keep accidentally making them deity names.
What? I'm so happy that book is real.
Just
So,
So I just think that we should talk to everyone else and see
All
what
right.
they have done. See if they have found anything that could help.
All right. We will get everyone's opinion on this, and we will decide what to do from there.
Okay. You headed off to the library.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way over to the library, and there is an old librarian keeper there. He's like, oh, hello. How are you doing?
Good morning, sir. So I have a question for you then. I'm trying to get answered here, perhaps. I need to learn a little bit more about your country's laws.
About our country's laws.
You see, one of my friends is in an interesting predicament where I don't think he actually did anything wrong, but I need to actually find that out for sure.
Well, if you're looking for laws, there's books of them here. You go ahead and you can take a look.
Specifically, could you point me to where they have laws with respect to the crafting of items?
Well, boy, crafting of items doesn't really have law
Weapons in
exactly.
particular.
Weapons. Well, outside of personal, normal weapons, anything magical normally goes through a guild.
Interesting. Then, to elaborate a little bit on the situation, then my friend in question, he tried to make a sword that I guess people didn't really want him to. I don't know if there is a law allowing guilds or organizations to be able to pass judgment on others based on their creeds.
Absolutely.
Could I see where those are at then?
Go to the guild house. Go to the guild house. It's not stored in the library.
Good to know.
Those
Thank
are
you,
blood
sir.
oaths made within guilds.
Thank you, senor. I will be on my way
Aye.
then. I also flick him a copper for his help and
Well, thank you.
We know you work for free, so so.
Of course I work for free. This is all that I do because I'm just old and creepy.
I couldn't land the job anywhere else. It was
Aye.
just here.
He just takes the copper. You guys make you make your way. Are you going back to the inn? Or are you headed off to the guild house for the inner flame?
Isn't that a good question? Probably the inner flame.
Okay.
Or at least I'll start wandering that direction. I imagine I'm going to bump into...
Somebody, maybe.
Not
heading
with the
back
direction
to
that
the
you
inn
went
right
to,
now.
because you went to the library. So
Okay.
where the library is stationed versus where everyone's making their way to, you probably won't actually run into them. So, the rest of you, you're heading back your way because you want to go talk to the cat to get her to shop for you.
Yes.
You guys are heading back.
I did think of something I
are-
wanted to do.
Yes.
Weapon-wise. Alright, so I would like to go back to the blacksmith that I got,
The bullets from.
the bullets from. And I would like to see if I can commission him to add some things to one of my guns.
You need me to make you a gun?
Not
Or to fix one of those dudes?
mildly, not fix, alter,
shotgun.
aesthetically. Just
Just for
we're gonna
looks.
arts it up a bit.
Oh, I thought you were going to try and add like a scope.
Alright, fine. Show me what you need.
Okay. So, I would like this added to both sides of the handle, and I would like it also added to the sides of the gun.
For real?
For real. You don't know what I'm doing yet, don't judge me.
Yeah, I just have worries here, my friend. That's all I'm saying. Sure.
Look, no matter what happens, it'll be interesting to see.
You're
What?
right. You're right.
What is this?
Oh, it's secrets. I can do that.
So are you trying
That's
to make a
not
gun,
a hard
man?
thing to do.
Alright.
Yes.
Secrets hurt feelings.
He's trying
Sounds
to
like
make
a burial.
I
Says the
do.
drow.
I do ask him how long he thinks that's gonna take.
Secrets
that's
called
and how
assassins.
That's not that hard. That's just all ornamental.
Yeah.
Give me
No
3
one's
days.
asked me about
I'll get
it.
it done.
Could I possibly put that on a rush order? Just because I don't know if I'm gonna be here in 3 days.
Fine. I'll have it for you by the end of the day.
And I will pay you for overtime.
Aye, you will.
Right. Now, speaking of paying for overtime, how much does overtime cost?
Well, that's gonna run you. Is
500,000.
it gonna be on one? Is that gonna be just on one gun?
Yeah, just one.
Just one. Aye. Well, do that then. We'll say 300 gold just for the rush job.
How much is not a rush job? Because that's still expensive.
100.
That's still expensive.
Just
For
not
perspective, I have 16 gold.
For perspective, you're holding 2.5 million.
Yes, and for perspective, I would need to then sell one of those.
Yeah, he
And
has
then have
to,
to
he needs to
carry
liquidate that.
that
It's
much
currently
more.
consolidated in a diamond.
Ooh, actually, any idea how much the ruby, sapphire, emeralds I currently have are worth?
They would probably get that job paid for easily.
Okay, so I have 5 rubies, 2 sapphires, and 3 emeralds.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I have a lot of liquid X. They're,
You have a
So
lot
do
of
we.
consolidated assets.
yes.
Yeah, so do I.
So how many emeralds
I do
and such
not.
would you say that would cost me?
I
I don't have a description of what they are. They're just,
Number of each one. Again.
5
it
rubies,
down.
2 sapphires, 3 emeralds.
One of
Small
those
green
sapphires
stone.
will probably pay the job.
Okay, I passed him a sapphire. Would this cover it?
Aye, I'll do.
Alright. Thank you.
As he pockets that immediately.
Oh, it's probably far more than what you needed.
Probably. But I don't know what it's worth, so technically speaking, it doesn't matter to me. So I'll walk away now and learn later how much I overpaid him.
I took the cheapest of the 3, or I took the cheapest of the stones.
Why is always sapphires are the cheapest?
So sapphires aren't generally that cheap. Emeralds and sapphires kind of run anyway.
Yeah, sorry, so yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so end of the day?
but the rubies are really expensive.
And that,
so-
sorry, that was for the rush job, correct?
But it was the
Aye.
worst of.
Okay. Anyway, so
Let's continue on
I'm
to
going
it.
to leave that.
Okay.
And at this point, because they don't sell lances here.
You should try commissioning it
Get to the
fit a
surface.
lance onto your gun.
Gunlance.
We're not playing Monster Hunter World.
Oh my gosh, that
Or
would be
just
so
Monster
fracking cool.
Hunter. Anyway, so I'm probably going to go back to the inn
Just
at this point.
Mounted gun lance.
And there's another fantasy world which have what are called cannon shields, which are just a giant.
Yeah.
With-
I've seen that. And then there's the if you've ever played Valkyria Chronicles, they have the
Lancers.
missile lance.
Let's not
Anyways.
forget the real world terrifying lantern shield.
I'm gonna let that one go because I have no idea what
Yeah, I
that is,
actually
and
need
we'll
to
Google
find
it
out what
now
that is.
and or later.
Okay, go on. So you are done. Are you going back to the place then? Going back to the
Yeah,
inn?
I'm gonna go back to the inn.
Okay, you make it back to the inn. It all takes roughly. You're gonna be getting back a little later than everybody else because you took some time to shop. But you guys make it back. You guys make it back around the same time.
How long was I in awe about the fact they didn't have lances?
You have about 6 plates stacked next to you as they walk in, and you are still working on 2 more.
Turns out breakfast is an all-day ordeal.
You don't need to wash these. Got them clean.
I will never get that smell out.
Cat tongue clean.
Yeah.
Sandpaper clean.
Anyway, yeah. So you
Good thing
see
they're not porcelain plates.
generally chubby grumpy cat, not so grumpy right now.
Good.
Chubby.
Maybe she'll go shopping for me.
Maybe. Yeah, the waiter that comes by hands another plate down, and he's like, that's what I like to see. He stacks it on and picks up a thing and
Just-
carries off with.
Now I'm just imagining Puss in Boots from the 4th movie.
Oh yeah, when he's out of shape. Yeah.
Am I a house pet? No. No, who wants a belly rub? I do.
All right. So, anyways, this is what you guys come upon. You guys all kind of meet up around the same time. You're heading off though the other way. You ended up coming in a little bit later. Sorry, guys. Woo! What are you guys gonna say to Mittens or to each
Having
other?
a good time, Mittens?
Yeah, you guys all left. This was good.
Sorry, I missed
Wave
it.
someone down, trying to get a plate.
You're trying to wave someone down for a plate of food.
Yeah.
They're like, "I'll be right back. Just gonna take this pile."
Freaking a dwarf walks out, like, putting on a coat, and says, like, I gotta run to the market! We're running low!
Are you kidding me?
No.
Dwarves wouldn't run low like that. This cat couldn't eat him out of house and home. They're just happy to see someone enjoying their food. So, yeah.
Would you care to do me a favor, Mittens?
That depends on what the favor is.
I can barely
Shopping
move.
for me? Because me going to stores, they're either going to overcharge me or refuse me service. And I kind of need some gear.
Sure, why not? I'm in a good mood.
Yay!
Do I walk in about this point?
You should be in a good mood. Look at all the stuff you've enjoyed. He hands down 2 kegs of ale, or like 2 steins of ale there next to you.
No, 2 kegs.
No. puts down a plate for the Kenku, and this isn't nice, but there's a little bit of birdseed on there.
And yet that's the first to go. I look at it distastefully, but it's like it's gone the next time he looks. It's just like.
We don't know how he eats, we don't know how he drinks.
I'm gonna hand Mittens 45 gold and a small emerald.
Okay.
Just say this is for shopping.
Do I walk in at this point?
Yeah, you walk in as they're now kind of exchanging and everything.
Is that really all you have? That's just the money that you gave.
Maybe.
Right.
I didn't give it.
I reach into a pocket and I pull out the 6 gems, and I proceed to start passing them out.
Ooh.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you giving one to him?
Yeah, I'm giving
5.
him a turn. And then
He's not there.
He's not there. I pocket that one for now, and I sit down, and I just sit down for a second. They're each worth about 300,000 gold. That was the payment for our job.
Well, all right then.
Make me a
Sweet.
perception check.
All of us, or
You.
Me?
Yep.
Who's gonna try stealing from me this time?
Hand check?
Thieves.
No. I don't do
Perception?
Yep.
I mean, I have a plus in it. Okay, 17.
17. After you said that out loud, you kind of notice
I have a problem about saying things out loud.
a guy pulls his pipe, puts it back, rolls.
Do I recognize
He's,
that?
he's eyeing you for sure after you said that. Like,
Do I
he's
recognize him
really paying
tapping his
attention.
pipe as a signal?
Do you it was his perception.
Okay.
You were enjoying your birdseed.
So, do I see
Birdseed's
him?
just too good.
Do I see him?
You notice that he seems to be eyeing you guys.
Great. I look at him and I, like, because, again, in my head, thieves' cants is, like, hand signals. I give him a thieves' cant, like, something.
So
Back
thieves
off.
can is a whole mix of different things.
Yeah.
Something.
Ways you speak.
Basically,
Things
I'm
you
giving,
do.
I'm giving the do you understand? Like, this is thieves' cant. You know, the, like, call and response of do you understand?
Right. And you just see him sit there as he lights his pipe. Like he's like restuffed it and he's like lighting it. He doesn't give you any specific signal to say anything back. But he's amused.
Distracted by birdseed.
Dang it.
How low have I come?
You might want to be
Well,
careful with
nemesis.
It
those.
was a long time in that hole, dude.
I know, I missed the good seed.
I missed the good seed. This stuff sucks.
So Nero finishes looking at that guy, looks back at the table and goes, so, do remember to keep a watch on those. We don't want to murder another person who tried stealing our money again.
Of course.
As I wave down for a plate.
It's already in the bag.
Yeah, not too long, all of a sudden you all got plates served up to you guys with drinks.
I gotta stop saying things out loud, because, you know.
Hey, you should just speak in your mind.
Has anyone
Nobody
seen
can hear you.
Fernando?
No.
but he asked us to meet up somewhere at set o'clock.
Ferial kind of speaks over the crowd. He's sitting on a railing up above. He's like, the swordsman went out and about looking to find a law that might keep our friend from watching his head go rolling down the floor.
Is there a bone on my plate? Can I throw it?
That didn't rhyme whatsoever.
He tried. He started.
I'm gonna take like a bone, like a chicken leg bone. I'm just gonna
Whoa,
Cannibal!
Oh, damn it!
not off of my plate. Off someone else's plate. Just
Not my style. He tossed
Says
I
the
really
man
would've-
with the bone rapier.
I really would have loved to have
He's like,
seen
too
that
flimsy.
bone come back if you missed.
I should have rolled an attack roll. He didn't make me though.
Wait. Now we're in You're a Cubone now?
No, I
No, he's always had to be. He's always been
He's
able to
always had
return his weapon to him. So
I
yeah,
know,
now
I
he
know.
is. Yeah, he's a
But-
Cubone now.
I think his Bonerang is one of his abilities.
Boner.
Or bone boomerang or
Shopping.
something.
Unless we're gonna go somewhere.
So
Oh.
shopping.
Yeah.
I do let them know that Fernando did want to have a meetup
Yo, what time is it?
at whatever time.
I think I said
It's not been all that long. You guys have
Okay.
spent like an hour or two. He wants to meet at 7, so you guys have like hour and a half before you need to meet up.
Anybody
Okay.
want to accompany me shopping?
I'm gonna go to my room and resummon my familiar.
Cool.
I'll come.
All right.
What are you bringing it back as this time?
I am bringing him back as the bird.
Okay.
Might not be safe for me to be so
I'll
I don't
join
know
you too.
with this.
I am the only burb.
Yeah, and I know Shuli. I've been with her a while. I know what she likes.
I'm gonna hang out here.
I'm also gonna hang out here, so I guess I'm hanging out with Shalia.
It takes so long
Oh,
to
we
summon
could play
familiar.
chess
It's so hard
or
to find
cards
the time
or
to do so.
get you into
Alright.
another drinking game because I'm kind of low on
Takes how
cash.
long, an
Oh
hour?
wait, no,
Yeah.
I'm not.
It takes a lot of stuff though, right? 10 pounds of incense.
10 gold's worth, and I remember correctly. I have one more thing of it.
Yeah, you do. You haven't.
Yeah.
You haven't burned it out yet.
Yeah.
So 10 pounds in the British sense.
There were 4 other magical weapons that we brought back. That
Yes, there were. There was a mace.
I
and
imagine
some
we've
other
had
things.
time to identify.
No one took the time to do it yet.
I was unaware. I thought we left everything else behind.
Yeah, I thought we just took the mace.
Yeah, I thought you just.
Oh
took
yeah,
the-
you guys didn't
No,
say you
Mittens
carried
did.
them, did you? Oh, Mittens carried them. Mittens, you packed them, right? Okay.
I said, do we want to take these? And you guys said, yeah, let's take them. And so
Oh,
I said, all
Okay,
right.
right. I
I-
took the crossbow. I remember now. I did pick up the crossbow because you were
Okay.
like, "Don't we want to take these?" And so I picked up the crossbow and kept going.
Right.
I said no, and I didn't take anything. So I was unaware.
Oh, speaking of freaking assets, I have
Because we said we
12
could
gold
at least sell 'em.
goblets. I forgot about.
Yeah.
We said we could at least sell them,
You could sell them or keep them, however you
but we
wish.
don't know what they do yet.
Right.
11. I have 11 gold goblets that I forgot
have
about.
So I'll
12.
leave those with you to identify if you want.
All right. Well, it will take a while because
It takes a while to identify.
it takes 10. It takes 10 minutes to identify
And you still have
Each.
something that's familiar.
one
not that
or
long.
11 minutes, and
I'd like you to give me
I'm
the
already
back
taking
folding.
an hour to resummon my familiar.
Why? You don't know what I have.
No.
Yeah, if
gonna
you guys
tell
are
me?
planning on meeting up in an
Yeah.
hour and a half, you'd be
Right there.
yeah.
So yes, I would like to play you in 3-dimensional chess.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to use the holodeck?
Start throwing things. guys.
Would you like some caltrops?
Like
I mean
Gary's Book of
D4s.
Wonders?
Cow drops.
Like Gary's Book of Wonders? Is that the book?
I don't think it's fancy enough.
Shopping time.
Okay, you guys are going shopping.
I need leather
Are you
armor,
looking for
clothes,
weapons,
something to cover.
armor,
We're basic-
potions? What are you looking for?
We're basically just trying to restock Shalia
Right.
with the things.
Underclothes, armor.
So yeah, we're looking for a set of clothes.
Does his
armor,
dress look like it
weapons.
would fit him?
Does
Rapier.
this look like it would fit a Yagamoth?
That might not go over very well. The whole point was for not to go with you.
That part.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm gonna lose it.
You
That's
go shopping so they don't know I'm a Yagamon? Sure, with this fit a Yagamon.
These look like they would fit.
It's either they will refuse me service or overcharge me.
Feminine about this size.
You know, does this fit like the general races, like human, elf, Yagamon?
Yeah, just for some random non-specific examples.
Oh my holy crap!
I would like my leather armor, and I would like underclothes, and I would like to be able to cover my face again, and I would like.
So then, do you want leather armor or do you want studded leather armor?
You have the money for studded leather armor.
I have the money for studded leather armor.
In fact, I probably should have went shopping for better armor.
I already have the best armor I'll ever be able to wear. Just leather.
Give Matt some time.
Well, no. Like, I'm only proficient in leather armor. It's the only armor I have.
Oh, only specifically leather?
Yes.
That's cool.
And if I go to medium armor or take a shield, my blade song can't work.
Yeah, we have enough.
But,
I still have 2 more gems.
sorry, I had a weird thought.
And we, no,
Which
we
was
have
with him, because he just posted in chat, like, we must acquire
Acquire
fashion! And my first thought was, no one expects the Spanish fashionista.
Alright, so.
Wow, they way
Underclothes.
expected.
Uh-huh.
Right. We're looking for set of clothes, leather armor, and weaponry.
Okay. You find some underclothes at Pansy's Pretty Panties. And.
Do you think these will fit?
Guys with the frills
Do you think
on.
this will fit lady of elvish features?
He's feeding me the void.
they have plenty made for others because it is a rather large city. It's not just Teijingi that come through
It's
here.
also a trade city, more than likely.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trade city, so they have things that are fitted for most sizes.
Okay.
So
So a set of clothes and then leather armor.
Yeah.
Studded leather armor.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna offer a couple of options because down here you guys also have some serious money now.
Yeah, I got 3 large gems, an amethyst, a champagne pink diamond, and a deep blue stone, and I still got those 2 small emeralds, and I gave Phil 1. So I got a lot of money. That ain't just gold.
I can't wait to see how I manage to lose this. Like, as I know.
I want to challenge Nero to a drinking game.
Versus you?
Wait till after our shopping.
For his share.
No. Not only no, but
He's
hell
not
no.
that stupid.
So Orin's Bright Blades and Sturdy Shields is a really good armor shop to go look at. That's everything's made prior. You don't need to custom build. But you could. You could go straight up to a smith and see if he could do it for you. But at this place,
we need
there's
her for
all
proper
sorts
fitting.
there's all sorts of different armors and things. He does have a few that have been commissioned special. They have some magical properties to them. So what you see though, like there's standard nice black sneaking outfits that are made of leather, similar to what you guys saw on the Teijingi that betrayed you. Also, there's some of the studded leather. One of them you can see looks like it looks like it's made for an order, for orders, for a specific order, kind of like actual uniform.
How convenient! This is where you buy your disguises.
No, so there's the Black Watch, or sorry, the Death Watch. This looks like it's been made for that specifically. There's also something that's really cool there that you haven't seen before, possibly, is a mithril chain shirt.
Hard, light as a feather, hard as dragon scales.
It's the way it's treated is like she would be, you'd be able to get away with wearing it because it's as light as your leather stuff, but it would bring you more protection.
Would it give her disadvantage on stealth?
It is extremely fine chain, and it would not give you
So it would
disadvantage
not
on
jingle.
stealth. It
No, it jingles, but it just happens to sound like just a harp
Jingle
playing.
bell,
no, so
jingle bell,
being
jingle
if it's
bells.
worn correct, if
Slithers.
it's worn correctly, it shouldn't make a lot of a thing. So it shouldn't be worn as a top layer.
It'd be more of like a slithering noise as opposed to a jingle.
Yeah, it's not. It's just not going to be that heavy chain sound, that kind of thing that you get with chain. It almost has a musical sound to it as it kind of goes. Like it's very fine.
And how much is the Mithril?
That runs on the level of like 600,000.
600,000 or 6,000?
Yo.
600,000.
Okay.
Yeah, that's both of our gems.
You can't do that one.
How much would my large gems appraise for?
Your large gems.
I got them after we faced the creature on the stairs. What was that one?
Mm-hmm.
The
Zorn?
The Zern, yeah. I got 3 large gems.
Yeah.
And you said they were large gems.
They were big hunks
And
of
so
stuff.
How much would those go for?
This guy probably wouldn't be the best to talk to.
Well, I'm gonna go find someone who is.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say maybe what we should do is go to the bank, get accounts for ourselves.
yes.
Just
Let's
get a-
go back to the bank.
We're gonna go to the bank. We're gonna pull out a line. We're gonna get a line of credit.
That's
We're
right.
gonna-
Put our stuff in there, and we just get out what we need. And
Well,
then we
all
just
right.
have-
Well, you just come back to the bank and we'll
That's
talk.
right.
All right.
And then we just have like what he gave him a thing that we can
A
take to any
checkbook.
bank
Can't we get a
and
check-
get
we'll get a
and we
checkbook.
cash out.
Does this
That
work
way
in
we
any
don't have
town
to
or just
carry
this
it
town?
around, all this stuff, and it's a lot less dangerous.
Also, do these only work at that specific bank, or are there like actual banks around the world?
There
So,
would be
do they have
So
branches?
Take it to-
these are Taejungi banks.
And is that only here, or is it in multiple places also?
Through all of the Taejungi Nation, like so basically the entire mountain range, the 1,000 miles of Taejungi range, one way and
That's what Mittens wants
12,
to do.
15,000 miles
At least
the
with
other.
her stuff.
Anyways, yeah, it's huge. So yes, they have a banking system that is all interconnected and stuff, so that you can actually like work there. Like they keep track of accounts and amounts of money and stuff, so that you don't have to have it all on you at the time.
So I would like to get
It's kinda
these
nice.
gems appraised. I'd like to get these gems appraised.
Okay. Well, you can take them to the bank. That's fine, because they definitely are going to have someone on site that can appraise.
Sure.
All right. So instead of going to shop, you saw some shopping. They're like, well, there might be things we need
I
first.
saw the chainmail. I was like, I know she needs her protection. I'm gonna get her the best of the best. So I'm just like, I got these. I don't know how much they're worth, so I need to know how much they're worth.
Okay.
So you just get a little bird just run out of the store and just like, I'll be back.
Just left me.
Are you going with him?
I'm not like running real fast. I'm just like, I'll be back. I need to get these things done.
Are you going with him?
Hold that shirt.
Oh, yeah. You've noticed no one's going for that. They just that's a lot of money.
Keep this on hold.
They're like, I will do.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna get these appraised.
You actually hear laughter as you go walking out.
Oh, just you wait. I'm gonna come back with gold.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay. We are going to take a break right here. It's 9 o'clock. We can come back, and we will see how much you get your stuff appraised for, and other things if you're going to try and sell off magical items and such.
No, we need to go to a weapons store anyways because we still need to get her weapon.
I haven't identified them
Okay,
yet.
we will be back. 5 minutes, guys.
Go right.
Be patient with us. welcome back, guys. We are now coming back. You guys are going to get a look at stones, get some things appraised. As far as all that goes, I'm just going to make sure I write some stuff down so that we don't forget things.
A large amethyst, a champagne pink diamond, and you just said a deep blue. I don't know if it's a diamond or a sapphire, it just says deep blue.
I'm
You
pretty
need
sure
blue
that's
gem.
code for something. Deep blue. I know that was something.
So you said amethyst?
An amethyst, a champagne pink diamond, and deep blue. So it could be like lapis lazuli, it could be a sapphire, it could be a blue ruby, or something, I don't know.
Some kind of opal.
Well, maybe you're about to find out if you're getting it appraised.
And I also still have 2 small emeralds, because I gave her 1, but I
Alright,
have 3,
so you guys come into the bank.
Yes.
Alright. Sitting there again at the desk. Well, I ain't never seen no crows come in here before. But,
With a cat.
yeah, this is quite an awkward little situation. Especially since she's following you. You know the cat's following you, right, honey? And then she's not. Alright. You're coming together,
I was about
right?
to hear the joke, well, look what the cat dragged in.
Yeah, well, that'd be the other way round. Oddly, look what the bird brought in.
Yeah, she's a friend.
Anyway. What in the world just happened there?
Yeah, this is how I talk.
Okay, I guess I can understand that, having no teeth and all. But
He says, smiling wide, revealing a row of teeth previously hidden.
oh, that'd be so creepy.
That's how he drinks.
So I put up the... I was like, I need to get things appraised.
Oh, well, I can see that. Look at those that are pretty. Well, how about you put those away, so as I see some more people coming through that door that'll probably be really interested, and we'll bring you in the back, huh? That sounds like a good idea. Hold
Double
on.
count. Double count, just 1, 2, 3. Okay.
She gets down, and now, like, you see that the desk is rather high. Her head, like, barely.
You see her go down in here.
Yeah. She comes around.
He's probably tiptoes and like.
Yeah. She comes around and opens the door.
Well, it wouldn't be that high if it's a Tangerine bag. They keep it.
Well, no, so she sits up
Oh, she
higher from
high-
other
oh.
people, right? So when she gets down, you can just kind of see her head, like, here, as she comes around to the door.
I just imagine like Gringotts.
It's not that high up. Because Gringotts, like, he literally, like, has to climb a thing down.
But that's kind
But
of
yeah,
what I imagine.
that idea. Like, she's sitting on something that raises her up above. She opens the thing, lets you guys in, and she's like, alright, now, I'm going to take you back to this room over here. You just wait, and I will bring our appraiser. Now, before I do that, though, you guys have to promise me something.
And that is.
No racism.
You don't never, ever, ever tell anybody that our appraiser is not a Taejungi.
Oh, is it a Yakima?
Tabaxi.
That's what I'm waiting
Kenku.
for.
I think we're good.
It's a gnome.
All right.
All right.
Just Tabaxi. Kenku. I think we're good.
It's a goblin.
You got it.
Sounds good. I'll go now. She
has you sign a contract that physically said, by using our services, you agree to.
she leaves you in the room.
The room where it happened.
And you're in there for about 10 minutes before anything. Finally, a door opens, and you don't see anybody.
I look down.
You look down, and you see this odd, purplish gray skinned, very short little creature with eyes that look like gems. He looks up at you.
He has shiny eyes.
Yeah.
All right, where are the gems to be appraised?
Shiny eyes, sorry.
Oh, yes. Your eyes are not that bad either.
1,
Black
2,
as opals.
3, and then I'll pull out the 2 small emeralds as well.
He
The other one?
Yeah, sure. Put the third one there too.
Alright.
So 3 large gems and 3 small emeralds.
all right. He climbs up onto the table.
Might as well just get the worst
Just-
of all.
Almost animalistic. There's something a little dangerous and wild about the feeling of.
I'm
this
just
character.
imagining Golem, but can stand on that table.
I'm
All
thinking
I'm
of-
imagining is Sneevil.
What's the Pokemon called?
That's
that
what I
has
was
the
thinking
gems in
too.
their eyes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sneevil.
Sneevils.
Is that Sneevil?
Yeah. That's the only thing I'm thinking right now.
Anyway, so he gets up on there, and he looks. He's like, "Oh, he's a wonder. Very good." As he smiles, you see just razor sharp teeth. Like-
Shiny eyes but pointy teeth.
Yeah.
And doesn't gems? Is not a thing?
No control hunter.
He holds the one in his hands, which for him it's like almost the size of his head, where you can like kind of just pick it up and handle it.
Man, now I just imagine he's like a chameleon looking thing.
I just want to say, Matt, you have perfectly described a Sneevil.
Sorry, dude, don't do Pokemon enough to tell you.
If he starts eating the gem, you'll just have made a Sneevil by accident.
That would be a really bad thing.
I would take his eyes.
I'd love to see you try. He might just
I don't think he would be the bank's praiser if he ate gems.
What if
He
that's
would
what they
be.
pay
He would
him?
praise them by their deliciousness.
That one was worth.
Stop. Then continue.
Sorry, Matt.
It's alright.
I'm not.
This one would be worth a lot. Not bad at all. And what else do you have here? Amethyst, it looks like. And then there's... Oh, that one. That one I like.
What is that one? I'm
one's
expecting it's the
a
deep blue one. It's like, what is it?
Oh, no.
It is
A champagne diamond.
Oh, no, not
This
that one. I'm
is
looking for the
rare.
deep blue one.
Look at how pink that is.
Pretty.
Found these by the Fireforge.
This one right here. That is worth a fair chunk of money. I would probably appraise this on its own just as it sits now. Oh, probably in the range of a couple of million.
We're rich!
Get that,
Your
Give
campaign
this-
is no longer the richest I've ever been.
get this cut and actually put together right.
Here's the thing.
You
You're
could
not
fetch
gonna
yourself
see
a lot of
it.
money. Raw in this form,
Don't
it's
even
not
know.
ready yet. How much would you be willing to pay to get it cut and fastened properly?
Well, I need to buy some armor worth 600,000, so...
I'm pretty sure you just
If
said
it-
that.
You've already got it, right?
Yeah,
here.
so I would sell it for what it's worth for someone else to cut it.
I'll give you I'll give it to you right here.
The couple million?
I don't exactly have 2 million gold sitting on me. I'm not that big.
You write me a
Um,
check. A piece of paper, our friend got one. It said money on it.
I know. How about I give this to you instead?
He reaches in and he gives you a small teardrop.
Where was he hiding that?
He has pockets.
What is it?
How did you steal those?
And
What
this
was she hiding?
is...
That. That was dug 16 miles under the earth.
That one was found by the Fireforge.
Well, that's quite the story. That was found by my great grandfather.
I found that.
Well, technically, we all found it.
I was going to say, as far as value goes, monetary, it runs similar. It's no great, amazing gem of worth for jewelry. But what that thing will do for you, hold it, keep it with you for a while, for a day or so. Then you can activate what's inside.
Those are some magic beans you're selling.
I'm going to put this in a little pocket. Right there.
What's inside?
It will produce a darkness none can see through but yourself.
That's good because I have the devil sight, so I can already see through magical darkness.
So, I'm gonna metagame here real fast. Weren't you here for actual money?
Yeah, that was only one of the gems.
But that will fetch you about the same price and be far easier to carry around.
And that's the champagne pink one he took?
Yep, champagne pink.
Alright, so how much are the other ones worth? I still need to buy some armor for my friend, and so I need money.
I understand. You can get money with that. You could trade that for the armor on its own.
I might keep this one.
You look the type.
What can I say? I like shiny things.
Mind you, should you use it, it only works once a day or so. Takes time to gather its powers back. So, as far as these others go, amethyst, this is common enough. You could cut it into a lot of pieces, maybe make yourself about 100,000 gold.
For the
Amethyst.
The amethyst.
He would suggest breaking it down and piecing it out.
As one large thing, it's just not high enough quality to be good gems for jewelry. That on the other hand.
Is it the deep blue one?
Yes.
What type of stone is it?
Stone has a deep blue.
Yes, people around these parts refer to this as the deep blue.
It's the heart of the ocean.
I'm pissed.
We're on a roll today.
I know. Alright, continue.
Anything I say from this point, guys, it's just not going to be good.
I am focused.
It's going to seem like I screwed up. It's going to seem like I took stuff. But anyways.
Matt, you're not doing it on purpose. Everything I say...
We already opened up that door. We don't need it anymore.
This is a deep blue diamond.
Deep blue diamond.
Yes. Normally, these are only found in the ocean by the sea folk.
I'm not there.
I'm pointing to no one.
Well, I did travel with the sea folk, so I think you're pointing in his general direction.
Oh, I know where he is at all times.
Some say that they are dug from the heart of the most powerful of sea elves.
I don't know why you're looking at me, Tay.
Others say that they are just simply coalesced magic from the ocean itself, but simply just a blue diamond to me. They are good, though. They'll fetch you quite a fair price. Rare gem.
Average price for it?
For that size, well, I'd have to get a good look. Give me a moment. He holds it. He's just waiting for it.
I'm going to turn him in. It's like, you remember that door down there?
I'm sorry.
Part of the ocean? I had this before that.
He grabs it and takes it up to the light and looks at it. Like, right up on his eye, because it's like a crystal. It's not actually like an eye. He's just sitting there.
It's deep.
His eyes are just too shiny. Only if those teeth are so pointy.
I'll buy this from you.
How much?
You can't ask a man what he is.
You've already given me this.
I know.
You're here for money.
10 million.
Can you write me a check?
I would have to. I don't have that kind of money, sir. So, yes. I will buy this off of you.
Should I go for it, man?
$10 million.
We don't plan on going back there, right?
That is true. Deal.
All right. Thank you. Here you go.
He, like, puts his finger to a paper that he's pulled out and just kind of lays a nail. Like, his nails are not long, but they're pointed and thick and dark. Like, they look like they're made for just digging into the earth. Yeah, like, and as he kind of runs his nail across the paper, you watch it, like, form into stuff and then leave a seal at the bottom.
Oh,
that's so like I just imagine because you know how you like check rocks by like rubbing it again. It not a joke where you check the cleavage of the you check that is what it's called.
Yeah, I know.
But like I just imagine him doing that, but that's
yeah,
how
when
he
you
writes.
when you scratch against the thing like to check the Mohs hardness and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
it leaves the line of whatever color. Like I just imagine that's how he writes. It's just like his finger is made of whatever material that just leaves. That's awesome.
Just hope he's not using a chalkboard.
Oh no!
You can now mimic that sound. All of a sudden, in the middle of a meeting, just. You're already giving me a dragon's roar, right?
Here you go. Hands you the paper.
And these 3 little ones, they're probably not as much, but still like to know their worth.
You have a very tiny one that's worth as much as one of the big ones.
I don't know. I think he said that it was worth $2 million, and the one he just sold was worth 10.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I'm not getting the diamond one. I had 3 emeralds that I stole from the city earlier.
Mm-hmm.
These
From our first initial walkthrough.
they probably fetch you about 3,000 apiece.
Oh, nice. Oh man, how much did I overpay that guy?
A lot.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay. I give 1 back to Mittens, and I keep 2. So you have an emerald worth 3,000. Plus the 45 gold I gave you, but we probably spent that on.
Are you wishing to store these as in a new account?
No, these ones I'll keep.
All right.
The paper, maybe.
Well, I understand.
I just don't know how long I'm going to be in the Tenjugi area.
I understand. I understand. Again, if you wish to cash out, they
Though I
will.
do have one of these, and I hold it back while holding, so I can carry a lot.
Not this much.
Yeah, it's true. But still a lot.
Yes.
I don't know what's in here, actually, so...
You don't know what's in your own bag of
Why do you say that?
To be fair, he might have just been talking to himself in his own mind.
Right.
You just kind of get this. It's almost greedy breath. Just.
You touch it, you die.
I'd like to see you try.
Just gonna hold it close and hold it up to my chest like this. No, I'm good.
Props.
Well, I hope you enjoy what you've got.
I hope you enjoy what you've got.
I do.
And this is mine.
Delicacies.
You're
Yeah, I
welcome.
got a question.
Oh, yes, I am extremely sorry that I have not said much to you. What do you have that you wish to share?
None of that. I just want to know, what are you?
Ask a man what he is.
A man can't change his stance.
Well,
What means
I understand not many have seen the likes of us. I am a gnome.
It's a no.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
That's what a snurf look.
No, that's
Yes.
not. They normally look like, but
Deep gnome, right?
yeah. Can we just call them that? Can we not try and pronounce their
Snurf
What?
Niblin?
Svrf Niblum?
The sniff
their
of them.
unpronounceable
It's
name?
pronounced, it's Svrf Niblum. Smurf?
It's sure.
You can shorten it by saying Smurf Niblum.
It's Nerf. It's Nerf though, isn't it?
There's a V in there, so it's Smurf.
That's
Oh,
the-
Svmer. Yeah.
It's in the monster
Svmer.
manual, but
Yeah. I know.
I'm just going to call them
Deep
deep
gnomes.
gnomes.
They're deep gnomes.
Their
They are
their eyes are described as
gem-like,
gems. Yeah.
Okay.
The fact that I made him a little bit more wicked looking, just flavor.
Alright, so I'm gonna take this check,
To the
make an
cashier.
account, pull 600,000 out, and then go buy the armor.
Okay.
Should probably pull just a little bit more out, because who knows what else you're gonna
Well,
buy.
I still got the
He's got lots of money.
2 emeralds worth 300
Yep,
or
3,000.
3,000.
Okay.
We probably use
Did you have anything else you wanted to talk to him about?
I don't think so.
Pleasure doing business with you all. Oh, yes. I shall be on my way.
You're kind of creepy.
It's a good thing you're not there.
Yeah.
I'll have to get a card with what the teardrop can do.
Okay, I'll make sure you get it.
I basically know. Basically, you can cast darkness once a day, right?
Yes.
Improved darkness.
Yeah.
Well, even then, I can still see through darkness.
Anyway, so who's
No.
next?
Technically, if you can see through magical darkness, you might want someone else to use it so that they can cast it and see through too.
Well, she can already cast through darkness.
I can't see
Oh,
through
but you can't
darkness,
see
though.
through darkness. That's true.
Yeah, most people cannot
Now
see
we know
through
how the
magical
drow were
darkness.
doing that before.
They possibly have one of those.
Probably have one of
It
these.
wasn't the drow. It was the orcs.
The drow who attacked us
Agma
in
who attacked us
the
in the
forge.
Forge?
They cast all that darkness and still were hitting us.
And still could see.
And still could see.
I thought you were talking about the orcs.
The Ska'ar use a different thing, and it's their shaman that casts those.
Anyway, so who's next on the line?
You guys did your thing. You want to run back and go and
I'm gonna
get.
go back and get the armor, and then I still need to get a few weapons, but we can just.
Okay, so that armor improves your AC to 18 flat.
Guys,
It's a
I'm
good thing you
being
didn't take a point of
untouchable.
monk.
Alright.
And then I need a rapier for her as well. And anything else you want?
I do want just like black clothing,
Oh, we already got the
Oh,
clothing
yeah.
from that
Yeah.
panty
something
space.
to shield my face with that,
It'll look like Prince of Persia.
and a rapier. That's my biggest.
No, you went to Forever Victorian.
Oh my gosh.
So rapier and any other weapons I think I might enjoy. So if they have any special daggers.
You
but
fair
other than
shoe
that-
baby.
or keys. Or keys.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna get her the nicest rapier I can.
Okay. So there is an ice knife that you can get.
The spell?
Isn't that your spell?
Not the
I was
spell.
about to say. Yes, that is the spell's name.
Yes, it is. Which is why they called it an ice knife.
But is it a nice knife?
So I want to get the rapier.
Or is it
Okay,
nice
yeah.
ice?
I mean, the rapier is pittance.
Could I get a +1 rapier, or do they don't sell?
It's an ice
Um,
knife.
You just call it a nice and spell it
Amongst the
K.
It's a
Tejungi.
nice ice.
K-N-I-C-E.
Maybe we can go to Orsina.
Yeah, you might want to go if you can find Orsina and go back there. You'd be better off getting magic stuff from there. There's just a couple of there's a couple of things like the mithril armor is something special. It's not like
enchanted.
It's not enchanted, so it's not gonna give her. It's not like an 18 because it's got pluses to it. It's just what the frack it is.
So she doesn't.
It's just plate armor without any of the downsides.
Right.
She just gets an 18 straight now.
Yeah, 18 straight, no dex.
That's still a lot higher than what it was. It was 12.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'll get her a rapier, and then I'll buy that ice knife.
Okay. The ice knife gives you a. I'll get you a card for it. You guys,
I believe Shalia.
are you
last
going?
week-
Did you decide you were going shopping too, or did you stay back?
I was stayed back with Shalia.
We were playing chess. I
Last
think.
time I
yeah.
checked, Shalia challenged me to a drinking contest.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Well, I'm
Before
guessing-
the drinking contest, were you getting anything? Were you gonna shop for yourself at all,
For myself, no.
Yeah.
I was
or were you gonna
shopping.
sell off any of the items that you had?
Getting those
I
identified.
think they were being identified.
They're
Oh yeah, you left them to be
not-
identified.
They're not, eventually, they're not currently being identified.
She mainly tagged along because women.
Right, I want to get her a white outfit.
Oh, what? It'll look
Excuse you?
it'll look perfect on a skin.
She buys it white. I take it, instantly go to a forge and just black.
So one thing I would like while I'm in my room doing the whole reselling thing, I'm going to hide my diamond in my tea box.
Okay.
Hide your expensive diamond in your expensive tea box.
Sorry, I'm guessing that the rapier and the dagger
It's better than
cost
just
me
in
that
my bag.
One emerald, 3,000.
So the
Just trying to keep track of money.
Yeah, so the dagger costs you about 500 gold. And then the rapier, I think it costs like 10 or something. It's not very expensive. It's like if you exchange, they'll give fair exchange back.
I'm just trying to keep track of my money so I don't have. So I got 3,000 gold emeralds.
Mhm. So you spent 510.
510.
Yeah.
And I got change back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got 2490.
For 19 gold.
Yeah.
Or platinum. Okay. And then I still have I have 9,400.
Yeah.
And
So
the
much money.
that's not including the 300,000 diamond that I still have on me.
Yeah.
I'm a rich bird.
Yes, he is.
If I were a rich
Squawk,
Alright, sorry,
squawk, squawk.
sorry. I just
Squawk, squawk,
I just want
squawk.
to actually make sure I'm spending the gold and not just
Yeah.
still having the gold. So.
You're good. You're good. Okay, so you do that. You guys are doing a drinking contest.
That's what you suggested. Do you want to keep that up?
I'll be cheating at the drinking contest. but
How?
Yes.
And why? But how?
Yeah, how?
Well, if I get you drunk enough, I could just pat it
Yes.
and toss it back.
She's gonna
You
pull a
have
Kronk.
to get me drunk enough.
You're
I have
not a
this
paladin.
live head.
You can't just purify poisons.
You do like you
Just
realize
buy
your
Ben
plan
from Drew.
is apparently to get me drunk before a drinking contest.
No. My plan is to cheat at my drinking contest.
Yes,
I do
but the
have a
words
high
you said
sleight of
was when
hand
you
and
get-
a high...
Yes, but you said when you're drunk enough, then I can do this, which implies
That's
the
true.
first half of it is going to be just a normal match.
I just thought we were gonna roll it, and then we'd have to think of how I snuck it out.
Okay, well, first off,
Mm-hmm.
But we also have some sneaky, suspicious people in the bar, so it might
Yeah.
not be the smartest idea.
are you wanting to involve multiple people or just you and him?
Oh, multiple people.
Oh, you're wanting to get you want to get something
I
going.
want to try to get something going.
She wants to keep you bald.
And I'm not necessarily participating.
Is that like a chain bar?
So
That does the same
again,
thing?
it's not. We
No,
started this by
it's
you
kind of
saying
like
we'll
beer
do a
pong.
drinking
Everyone knows how to
contest.
play it, right? Like
Like,
I don't
I
actually
thought
know how to
more
play beer
about
pong
it.
exactly.
Great.
But,
Then
you know what
I'm
I
not
mean?
participating. Because when you said we're doing a drinking contest, and then suddenly go, no, you're doing a drinking contest,
I'm sure I can
I'm
call
suddenly
you
no
into
longer
it.
interested.
Lo que sea, provecho.
Are you wanting to get him in this drinking? Or are you wanting him to get into a drinking contest?
No.
No.
We already know how this works.
Yeah, you know how
And
it
there's already a
works.
suspicious man in the corner.
Exactly.
Yes, let me figure that out and lose my money faster than I already will.
Not to mention my money.
Your money too, because we still haven't found you yet.
Yeah.
Drinking contest probably isn't very smart. How about you help me get everyone else into a drinking contest so we can loot the room?
Oh, so now do you want to get
You
in on
just
this
made-
and try to?
I assume we're either talking in hushed voices
Yeah.
or like, really? You? I just look at you and I'm like, well, I'm all about the money game. You just made 300,000 and you decided that now is the perfect time to steal pocket change.
I'm a princess. 300,000 is nothing.
Oh, just wait till she
Pocket
gets
change
there.
is even less.
I know, but it's just fun. I mean, look
She
at what
doesn't care about
happened
the
to
money.
you.
She cares about the thrill.
Yes, I'm well aware. I would like to also remind you, I am not key.
True, I was the one who robbed the bar last time.
It's true. I can do my fair share of stealing.
And
Just
most of the
because
money
I
we
have
got,
the
I won
bird
out of
do
a card
it.
game.
Como se dice adrenaline addict?
Mm.
Yeah, just a little.
Well, you have fun.
Well,
I'll
that doesn't
stick
make it
this
any fun.
Well, when you said it was a one-on-one, that was when it was interesting. Now that it's just a money game.
I hear you two talking about wanting to start a drinking contest.
He would love to.
And
You look
so
like
would
you look like the kind of elf who'd handle a little bit of some libation.
That would be correct. However, you should see when she gets started.
Oh, she can drink you under the table, can't
Oh,
she?
she can drink anybody in this
Oh, I'd love to see that. Oi, boys!
bar. Shots!
Girl here
shots.
says she can drink anyone under the table.
I did not.
Get your
say
chance to
that.
beat a Yagamoth.
And then Nero, with a straight face, goes, shots, shots, shots.
Shots fired?
Shots fired?
And that is, ladies and gentlemen, what is referred to as a reversal.
Hark back to what, episode 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Payback is...
You hear guys just like, oh, let's do this. One of them's like, oh, you all think you're gonna be able to
Greatest?
Ah, Credence isn't the only Swedish one around.
No, Prince is only the Swedish Canadian one around.
Oh, shut up.
I want more southern dwarves.
No. You gotta go. You gotta
thank
go
you,
talk
can
to some.
drink me
You gotta
up.
go talk to some hill dwarves for that. All right. Yeah, you got a few in there that are like all excited about this whole thing now. Now they're
But I want to
starting
hear
to.
what the Swedish one was going to say.
Ah, you're good.
Well, that's too bad.
Hill dwarves, hillbilly.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
He got the joke.
So why are so many of them named Billy, by the way? Wow, really?
You're just falling short tonight, man.
Yeah.
I had some high points
Not
tonight.
doing it.
Sorry. All right, so yeah, you got a few that are excited about it. They're all getting going. You can start hearing music getting playing and drinks starting to be gathered and passed around for those who are wanting to get in on this game.
Make me proud.
Yeah, hold my stuff. Particularly my expensive stuff.
The only thing she owns.
Looking at your clothes, I go, I'm pretty sure I let you borrow those. Well, no, I gave those to you. Other than that, I don't see much.
Two large steamers drop down onto your table.
I got this near. Quick, call my shots.
I was gonna say, are you even here yet? Because we have kind of been waiting for you, but we don't.
No, he's
know
not
where
going to
you
be
are yet.
there for a while. Because he's going to try and figure some law stuff.
Law and order.
Huh?
Objection!
Yeah. Okay, so.
You know, it's point, not bang the table.
Yes.
Right.
Well, it's kind of both. It's objection.
Are you going to drink?
No, it's actually hand slap.
There's not a lot of way to cheat this in the
No.
middle of a bar.
In the middle of a bar, no.
Plus a 0 con.
Yeah, well, you know
So I
what?
gotta roll
Mr.
high.
Plus 0 con over here, or plus 0 strength. What in the crap? Oh, D4. Last time we played, if you remember, passed those stupid strength checks higher and higher
there's
every
a strength
time.
Check.
I am a
Basically, he's saying
-1
we
strength.
believe in you.
That same wizard also.
If Nero agrees to watch my expensive equipment, yes.
That same character
Including
also
my
is down to
2 daggers.
Yeah, I'll watch your stuff. I say putting them in the small bag of holding I have.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna make this interesting. I pull out one of the gold chalices I have, and put it on the table and go, winner gets this.
Oh, that's a good praise.
A gold chalice.
It's cursed.
Really?
He picks up the gold chalice. He's like, that's not bad. Winner gets this, boys. You can drink your steamers out of it like a little pansy.
The chalice from the past is the brew that is true.
Oh, I missed that. What was it?
The pestle with the vessel with the pestle is the pellet with
Yeah.
the poison.
Poison the chalice with the palace is the brew that is.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
but a rich pansy. Well, not rich. Well off.
to make a Cornchester joke.
It's like, it's not that
So
much.
he takes it over and he sets it up on the shelf. He's like,
With the dragon.
drink away! Go!
I
All
proceed to back into a corner and just in the corner, back against both walls, proceed to watch this go down with your stuff in my bag of holding.
Yeah, it better be. or else.
Make me a con check. Con
She's about to
save.
be a squeaky elf just like you.
I'll
That's a 9. I don't hold liquor apparently.
That's the end of that one.
Yep.
9.
9. Yep, you take down that steamer and you get a full full experience of a steamer as you get about 3/4 of the way through the drink and pass out.
I proceed to walk back over. Proceed to do the overarm, pick Shalia up, and begin walking her back to the room. And I just go, good work.
You hear a bunch of guys like, oh, yeah. They think that you're gonna give. They think that you're going to give her last rites, basically, for taking care of her with the being drunk. Not bad stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they could have gone to the bad stuff.
No.
Yep, I bring her back. I bring her upstairs, and
Most of these guys are not those kind of people.
That's
I assume I only have room keys for myself. Unless she has her room key on her.
You probably have her room key on you.
Okay.
No, I probably have the key.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Oh, that's true.
Guys, I have this
Unless they
chroma
gave us
key.
2 keys.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you've got your room key. You gotta take her back somewhere.
I will do do the gentlemanly thing,
This looks really
and
good,
I
guys.
will
Yeah, it just looks bad.
lay her on the bed.
Dice, you failed me.
Join the club. So yes, I will go ahead and lay her down on the bed, and I guess take a chair just in the room.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You're awesome. You take her back, let her settle down with the experience of having had a full glass of steam, most of the glass of steamer.
Proceed to make sure that the door is locked because creepy guy downstairs,
Good idea.
and then check to make sure if there is a window that is also locked.
Window is there. It is locked from the inside, so that's fine.
Great.
Yeah, so you're dealing with them.
And then proceed to keep attuning to my sword.
Okay,
And
you
out for the
guys
rest of the night.
were headed.
I was resummoning
He was
my.
going to be
You're
something-
resummoning.
He's in his room.
You went.
I had originally
Shopping?
said I was going to be going with them.
You went shopping
Yeah.
with them.
Oh.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You guys didn't hear me.
No.
No, it's okay.
Just spoken up
I
a little.
apologize.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so you're with them. Yes, that takes care of everyone but you. Fernando, you are making your way over to the inner flame.
Fun.
I did not
Today's
feel like
iPad
a small
dies.
bird and a cat would be good
Bien
together.
divertido.
We did fine.
The tower rises about 25 feet. It is
Expected
strong,
since we were
sturdy.
locked already by
The
that.
door to this place does not appear to have any. Like, it looks like an entrance of sorts, but there's no handle on it whatsoever. There's just a symbol. Looking at it, it has the feeling of a flame, like a feeling of fire, but it's not like an actual picture of fire, and it's not like an English, a common word for it or anything. It's in the Dwarvish tongue, right, in the Tejungi tongue. So it's mostly some sort of rune for it, but
So looking up and down the thing. Jiminy. Knock on the door.
you go knock on the door.
Well, cautiously, but yes.
Okay, so you knock on the door.
And it gets exploded.
No, sorry, you guys made too many Monty Python references. Now I'm like thinking of the dude on the tower.
Oh my gosh! I put a gold chalice as the price for winning.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that one.
Anyway, so you do that, and
Who cares about money? I did just give away probably a good amount.
from atop the tower, you hear this. Sorry. What do you want?
My name is Fernando Enriquez or Lobo Chavez. I am here, senor, in order to learn a little bit more about this guild. As I have heard many great things of your people and your works.
You don't get into Inner Flame simply because you want to.
It's worth a shot.
Go away.
Well then,
Or
sir,
I shall mock you a second time.
do I need
What?
to...
Or I shall mock you.
Or I
Second
shall mock you the second time. No,
You better get out there. These are the Transylvania people.
your mother was. No. So, what?
So, what is it then that I need to enter?
You need to be accepted by Inner Flame or have some sort of symbol to show us that you are welcome guest.
And how exactly am I supposed to do that?
Let me study sword on your back and I will let you in.
Fair enough.
Wait there.
I see nowhere else to sit, senor.
As he kind of like he
on the
just kind of
ground.
like sidelong as he makes his way down.
Hey, in Russian, I understand. This is joke. Very funny. Very funny.
Door opens and he it's like
How many swords do you have on your back?
3.
We all know which one he's talking about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Enter.
Proceed with caution.
Do I need to speak friend first?
Here. Lay down all your other arms.
This is gonna be
So you missed him. You went, lay down all your other eyes. And I went like this, and at the same time, we both did it.
It's okay. I already saw it coming as it came out of my mouth.
This is gonna be one of those kind of overly
like in
drawn
Pirates of
out
the Caribbean.
Kind of, yeah, like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
pull
yeah, yeah.
guns out of everywhere.
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of,
yeah. You've got everything pulling out.
So, 2 lightning swords, rapier, parry and dagger, dagger and boot, crossbow, and the big sword.
That is one I want to see. He takes the blade. You paid the deep cost for this.
No, it was actually pretty much free.
I don't know. I'd say it's pretty deep.
Can you still see out of that eye?
No.
Great. Can you see out of the sword? That
Yes.
is now his eye? Then yes, it was free. My argument on that one is, did he lose anything with the deal?
Kind of. He still has an odd thing, and if he ever parted with the sword. Anyways.
Potentially, I could be kidnapped and not know where I am as the sword.
All right, come with me. He takes you into a separate room. Lays the blade on an anvil. Feels a little weird, but nonetheless. Sit down.
Welcome to Forged in Fire.
You come here. Wanting to learn. What is it that you want to learn of us? As he feels over the blade.
Couple of things actually. One of them is that, as I'm sure you are aware, I was part of that party that Credence was leading. I do not wish to try to exonerate him per se, but I do wish to understand the laws for why you have him locked away and are planning to kill him. As I do not believe, well, I do not think he is worthy to make such a blade, or ought to. I just simply do not believe that he, for dreaming and trying to follows one dream, he is worthy of death.
You do not understand what credence is then.
No, I
He
do
slides the blade into a forge behind you. Well, sorry, behind him. He just sets the blade into the already heated forge.
Sir, what are you doing?
I am learning.
Just one.
Smoke starts coming out of the side.
Yeah, no, like one of your eyes just keeps.
You're like,
well, I guess.
It's kind of bright in there. Can you turn it down a bit?
So, he goes and sits down and lets it sit.
So the other thing which I wish to learn is that I know you are a great craftsman.
Shut up.
No, she.
I know.
she said it first.
I heard it the first time.
And I, as an also aspiring craftsman, wish, if possible, to learn a bit.
Learning from us is not some simple thing. You must be invited in, and so far, you're not doing well in any of us wanting to have you. Credence, as I said, if you do not understand why he has been set for death, then you do not understand what he is.
I do not, which is why I'm here to ask.
Credence is one of 5 Master Forgemen amongst the Inner Flame.
I
5.
believe I am kind of aware of that. But I do not know what the laws within your guild are, such that he would be worthy, you would consider him worthy of death.
We are craftsmen of the highest order. We learn how to do everything to the very best of our abilities. And we promise never to bring in indestructible weapon into this world. Unless there was no other option.
He has always wanted to handle Star Mithril's sword for a very long time. But he made promises, ones that cannot just be broken so easily. He may believe that there is time for this to happen, that it is time. But there has been no threat. There has been nothing that would warrant the building of a weapon like this. It cannot be undone, so now it must be protected until a time that maybe it must be made and finished. I pray that day never comes. But we make promises and we abide those laws that we have created and set for ourselves. Otherwise, the world would be full of dangerous things made by great craftsmen that could never be stopped. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I agree. That being said, I also do not believe that, for example, following that same kind of train of thought, that it is hard to bring someone back from the dead after you kill them too.
Though his hands may be truly artisans' hands, his actions are worse, and we have learned that we cannot trust his judgment. Someone with his skills and no judgment cannot be trusted in the world, so he must be ended. Pure and simple. And he knows this himself.
I guess that is fair. And if he knew that he was breaking the law when he did what he did, then there is nothing I think I can do for him. Nonetheless, I wished to understand and now I do.
Yes.
Now, the one question I have remaining, can I have my sword back?
Da.
What are you trying to learn with that?
He reaches back and pulls the sword from the forge. It's glowing hot. He sets it back on an anvil.
Learning about you, my friend. That forge back there is not just made to make metal hot, but to understand properties. Understand what kind of man could be part of making such a thing.
As I go up and start studying, he's like, fascinante. Just start trying to learn things.
You may be more what the inner flame would be willing to teach than I thought initially.
The flames have told me so.
We shall see. We shall see in time. I shall keep my eye on you.
Hey!
It
It is funny, it is joke.
Really bad. Well, I guess that is good. Good. Chiste. Esto. What is the word?
It is
Joke.
joke. It is funny, no? Take your blade back. It should not be hot.
But I personally do not know much about the blade other than how it handles in my hand, how it feels in my hand, and what it
Yes.
does otherwise, which I am sure you know.
A long time ago this was crafted, before you had anything to do with it. It was made by very good craftsman, very good smith. Made to be handled light and fast, but deadly large blade. You already know, if you have carried and used it, you know what it is.
That I do, but I do not understand its history.
It was made for a war that you would not have probably survived. Before even us, before there were Tejungi and dark elves and little gnomes and fairies.
Stage whisper.
I am right here.
I know you're just progressively getting.
I'm
quiet.
sorry.
I just want to make sure, man.
Threw off a groove.
Sorry.
Before there were all of those things, there was one group. And they had plenty of wars themselves. This was crafted by old elven smiths. It is a good blade. But be careful, for I feel as you are not really made to carry it. It may betray you someday.
I hope then to leave or become worthy to wield such a weapon then.
The price you paid. One day, the eye in that blade will grow weary and dull, and you will not see from it again. Though the magic will still remain. It will stay light. It will be good blade. But your eye can only sustain so long. Flesh magic is dangerous. And too steep of a cost. I don't recommend you continue doing it. You'll lose more body parts that way.
Yeah, I think I need my hands and everything else.
Da. Go on. I think you have learned enough today.
I think so too. Thank you, sir. Your words are very much appreciated.
You're
as
welcome.
your teachings.
You're welcome. And as I said, we will keep our eye on you. There may be good reason for it.
So, same time tomorrow, yeah?
I don't think so.
I'm joking, I kid you.
Alright, so he helps escort you out and send you off.
I tried.
While the drinking game is still going in the bar, hard and heavy.
Meanwhile.
Yeah. Those who went shopping are returning. You see a whole bunch of Taejungi in there just sloshing down as much as they can.
Walk in,
I
turn to the stairs.
I just like I imagine at this point, like after well, I said I was gonna be tuning to my sword, so I assume I would just be sitting there with my sword.
Okay. Alright.
You go back to your room and there's a surprising lack of Shalia.
Shalia? 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 Shalia?
Do I have to be in the room next to
Just keep yelling.
do I happen to be in the room next to that room?
Nearby.
I poke my head out. Okay.
Sheila?
Yeah.
Sheila?
Shalia?
Sheila!
My name changed apparently.
I slurred okay?
Sheila!
You didn't get drunk.
Also, I'm kind of curious now. So, if you're speaking in someone's head, how does that feel when they have a hangover?
Well,
Get out of my head!
You know how sometimes people say that when you hear the voice of God, it's a loud booming noise in your head. I just imagine it's that. It is I. Oh.
Small TNT. You
The
know?
reason I never participate in drinking games.
I imagine you're
think
still
I'm
unconscious
starting.
unless you did wake up at this point.
Yeah, she's probably groggy.
With lesser restoration,
I pass you.
Get rid of.
Yeah.
Alright. We're supposed to be going to a meeting, right? With all of us?
Right.
So
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Which
That's
for now
where I'm
is
going
I'll
now.
pass lesser restoration on
After
you.
checking the time.
So I give you your clothes, armor, and rapier.
I don't know if you caught what you said, so I'm back to normal.
Okay.
Click my weapons on the lap.
I look at you and I go, so no more drinking games?
Until I get other people into it. It's the
She
best
feels
way
the
to
top
get
of her head and she's like, no. No, just kidding.
Nope, still got that. You did not.
He spent
clarify
time
that.
attuning to his sword.
Oh my gosh, please!
Gotta know how sharp it is!
I think someone be rolling a new character mighty fast.
Halfling barbarian, here we go. I just imagine that like you go, just look at me, and I imagine just Nero looking at you and going, "I'm a merciful god."
Sorry, guys.
Like
Okay.
some people I know.
Anyway, I have new clothes to change into, so I'm going to.
Just like,
Rookie.
everybody out.
Just imagine you push me, and I'm like, "This is my
Out,
room."
out, out, out.
You realize this is my room.
I don't care.
Okay.
Go to your room. All right. So you get pushed out of your room. She changes and gets herself set together. So the way that you wear that armor, it's worn under. So like you actually have like another set of armor or like another things like like leather on top. It's worn underneath, so you don't really see it. It doesn't. Otherwise, it's really blingy because it's pretty shiny.
Yeah.
It's
But yeah,
made of lens flare.
It's
Thank you for that one
never,
time.
never
It's
gonna live
worn
that
underneath
down.
everything.
made of
Got
lens
it.
flare. Yeah, but yeah,
I
so
would
you wear it
wear that
underneath.
camping.
It
No.
keeps everything quiet. It doesn't really move around when you've got it worn that way. Yeah, you're like, okay, this is cool. Like just a touch of padding in between and everything. Everything's great. Like it's gonna be a really defensive, protective thing for you. So, yeah, yeah, you've got all your stuff. You've got your dagger, your knife, whatever.
I got that. I'm also gonna.
When's my gun finished, by the way?
Should be soon, but you still need some hours. He needed a day, not just a couple hours.
Okay. I'm not sure how long we've been here. It felt like at this
Yeah, it's
point
been
we've kind of
at this point we've been probably like 4.5 hours.
Okay, so still 4 more.
At that
Okay.
point, once I'm changed, I want to retrieve my stuff back from him.
Yeah, I give you all your stuff back.
Okay. Cool.
Yay.
You're going to meet up with Fernando, everybody?
Yeah.
Are we meeting at this bar or a different bar?
He said a different bar.
So I figured a different one because I imagine people will be listening in on us otherwise because this is the one where
We were set up as by the king.
Oh yeah, good point.
I thought about this.
At least somebody's using their head.
Apparently, none of the rest of us are.
Okay.
Apparently, I should have kept the money. Anyway,
As you guys all leave together, make me a perception check.
me?
All of us.
You specifically.
Go ahead.
Oh, no.
Well, did you tell anybody?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well,
Okay.
I made a comment and like looked at him, and I feel like
Make the perception check at advantage because I assume other
Okay.
people are going to be looking.
Yeah.
me at advantage, or
I don't care who makes it, just make one at advantage.
oh, because I rolled because I assume I would be actively
Hey,
looking.
let's do this smart.
Yes.
Who has the highest perception?
So that's a 17.
I have
17.
So you got a
plus
plus
6 to
3.
perception.
I also have a 3.
I have a plus 7.
I have a plus 6.
So
I
we
already
we,
made the
we have
roll.
we have a 17.
I have 17 plus 6.
I got a 19.
Did you roll twice?
No, I rolled once.
Just the once. Okay, so 17, and then you rolled second
23.
23. Okay.
Sure.
You guys, it is very apparent to you as you are leaving that there's a dude following you. You like went through the door, last person out, saw the guy stand up, and as you left,
Turn to Nero. I hold up a dagger.
Let's try not killing him, just in case I owe money. Actually,
now what you do notice though as you're walking out is you notice he only steps out the door and leans against the wall, and then just kind of taps his pipe out and starts stuffing it again.
That
Do I see that now?
Well, you guys do see that.
Do I recognize
you're
it
aware
as
of
a thieves'
it.
camp sign?
I've
that feels like a signal for something.
I'm bringing my bag with me anyway because I don't have that much stuff.
I also
It
have
just-
all my stuff on me.
Now you spent time identifying, right?
No. it
No,
was
you
just-
spent
I
time
only
bringing
have
your
time
familiar.
For my familiar.
Yay,
bag.
familiar's back.
Yay, Rama.
Okay. Now you guys are all going to meet. You go to take and get your meeting.
Yep.
You've picked a smaller dive.
Not too small. It has to be.
Yeah,
Have
you can't stand out.
It has to have enough people to not stand out and to be loud enough that it can't be overheard.
I don't think that's
true.
possible.
You pick a really large one. Like
I'm-
pick the most popular one out there. That's not a bad idea either.
I mean,
It's just a little harder to
specifically,
communicate, but
I don't think it's possible for us not to stand out.
oh, I
mean,
know,
we've got a
I
human
know,
for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's the oddest thing imaginable.
right?
I mean, it's totally weird to have elves. with
You've
no
got disguise on now, right? You got a thing to cover yourself so you don't show off.
So I approached the barkeep also and asked him for a booth for the party. One that, like, basically just an area where we can at least hear each other.
Oh, well.
And slide him.
The place is a bit busy tonight. I'm not sure if you're going to find anything that's all that private or good to keep yourself going, but here you go. He shows you over to a table kind of separated further away from the noise, but yeah, it's still quite noisy, but it's closer to the barkeep's area.
So that'll do, I believe. And hand him probably, I try to think of what would be an appropriate amount for this. Probably like a gold.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Oh, hey, thank you there. I'll have food and drink around for you soon. How many do you have with you?
Be there 7, sir.
All right, that'll be good.
Yep, there are just 7.
I take a second to think through everyone.
8.
Yeah.
One's just not here.
I mean,
He's
to
not
be fair, Fariel said he'd be busy anyway.
Yeah, he kind of blew you guys off a little
This
bit.
is why I asked you if you were coming. I needed to know how many seats we needed.
I need you RSVP. You did not RSVP. Don't get a seat.
The rest of us.
Okay.
Oh, we kind of did.
You guys make it back.
We haven't talked to him since he put the message. We have no way to RSVP him.
I will be cutting it off soon. You guys make it into the inn. Have a seat.
Quick question: is the inn stone, wood?
The inn is built into the mountain itself. It is
Good.
a huge stone tavern.
Good, not flammable.
I was about to say, are you expecting us to get into a fight where you're going to ask if you can use Fireball?
I'm with everything that's been going on recently. I'm expecting a fight. Yes.
No matter what.
I want to know the condition of my environment before I decide to use fire magic.
I don't want to burn it down because
Exactly.
I know how much that bar is going to cost.
Exactly.
Everything you just
If
earned.
he has money for it.
Only the cat knows that.
Anyway, so.
You owe me 20 million.
Yeah, exactly. That's what my...
I don't have that much.
See, that's why I'm like, is
Yeah.
it wood? No. Good. It'll just be a few tables.
Tables made of stone.
Oh, good. Even better. Just a few
It's really
chairs.
hard to rearrange this place. isn't
Great
it?
place to kill
No,
allegory lion figures.
not if you're a Taijungi. So,
Narnia.
yeah, you guys get together. What are we talking about? You
I don't
wanted
know.
you wanted the meeting. They're all here for you. Lead your meeting.
Well, thank you all for coming. I see you all got the message.
Welcome to Dumbledore's army.
So, I've been thinking recently, I don't know what we are supposed to do anymore now that we no longer have a leader or contract or any reason to necessarily stay together. So, at this point, I want to figure out what we want to do, whether it is to go our separate ways or stay together and try to, I don't know, go on some sort of adventure. Along those lines, I know that some of you guys were also a little worried about Credence and the fact that he is scheduled to die. I have gone and talked with the what was it?
The
Flaming
Inner Flame?
Inner Flame. And tried to understand better what their laws are and why it is that Credence is scheduled to die. And according to their laws, it is very clear that Credence, being one of the great members of the greatest craftsmen in a guild where they promised, swore never to create a weapon that was indestructible, that could potentially rule the entire world. And Credence went in knowing that, tried to build exactly that thing, for which they can no longer trust him, and the penalty is in fact death. I do not believe there is anything we can do, and I do believe that they are in this case in the right for what they have chosen to do.
Sounds fairly cut and dry then.
Sadly, yes. Although it is always sad to lose one's Capitan.
Cash cow.
Esto
Yeah.
también.
Speaking of which, I say grabbing my bag and passing you your gem.
We didn't get
Híjole.
paid.
I then write down the amount that it is worth and pass that to
I
you.
don't know why. I'm just imagining these things to be like jelly bean sized. I know they're not.
They're like, they're a little bigger. They're like three times the jelly bean, and then
Okay, so
Yeah.
peanut.
So I look at
you're
the paper,
talking like really.
look back up at Nero.
Like a walnut.
So that's
In
a
serio?
large. It's probably what, like
Órale.
10
That's your
carats.
Okay. I knew I was wrong. I just for some reason I'm imagining these to be just like these clear jelly beans.
And on notes of losing things, I found some things.
Like,
Pulled out the unfinished sword, set it on the table.
what is this?
For half a second, I was like, "Wait, what?" No, yeah, that's the right one.
It's like, well, we
What and where did you find them? At this point, I imagine you're still talking to our heads.
yeah, I am. And you guys can communicate back in your minds. You don't have to speak out loud.
We ransacked the cart.
Yeah, we ransacked the. Actually, I can relay this whole message in our head, so we don't have to speak out loud.
I know, but I feel like some of us, Nero, would probably still speak out loud.
But as we went and checked the cart, see if Credence left us any goodies. And just to Julia, I did find it.
Oh, good.
And then back to everyone else. So this was one, and the runes on it read Speed, Strength, Flame, and Indomitable.
Hmm.
I found the small book full of codes.
This is not.
This is full of Tenjungi writing, and it's in code. I can decipher it. And then I found this guy. Thud. Gary's Book of Wonders.
Forte might die.
If we're looking for adventure, I say we start here. It's like a travel guide.
Does it say where you can buy a lance? Because this place, this place has lost all meaning to me.
I haven't read through it yet.
Well, in the interest of sharing resources, I pull out the Hidden Flame ruby. And it's like, we have a way into their tower, if we so choose to.
Again, I guess, because you've already been there.
What then do you intend to do with that? First of all, I think it is good to best that we understand what you would wish to do with it.
I purely intended to find a way to do. Jeez. Words. This is out of character now because I'm trying to think of the words. Words.
Word girl. Every Wednesday.
And you
There it is.
I was trying to find a way for us to have access to wherever Credence was being stored in case we came up with a plan.
You are
Based on
thinking
what
of-
you've said, I think we won't be needing this anymore. But I personally feel like he kind of deserves to be there.
Desafortunadamente, me too.
To translate, that means unfortunately.
I'm still concerned that we will still need this weapon. I know that
Agreed. Mittens wants to
Hagor.
go rescue.
I know that Hagor is trying to come back through. When I was on my travels, I found the tower that he was first summoned at, and I heard him, and he said that the Yagamoth were trying to do something, trying to help him back out.
To be fair then, a little bit more of the conversation I had with the man at the Inner Flame. He said that while they did swear to never build a weapon that could never be destroyed and would be unstoppable, that they would build it in the event that it was the only solution to a problem.
So it might be something that is needed to stop our god.
That being said,
We would need
So-
more proof.
You would need to be able to prove it to them. And you would need to be able to go and explain that yourself, because I have no idea what is going on there. And I, frankly, have already talked with them and learned what I need to know.
Gotcha.
Also, I am getting... Credence was a friend. He's a friend still. I mean, he's not dead yet.
As far as we know.
This is fair too.
Actually, I was very uncomfortable with that situation that just happened.
Well, it also sounds kind of stupid to me. You wait until there's a problem to start building a sword? That's stupid.
So I would agree with that too. That being
Why
said,
not have the sword ready?
there is great potential too that if you have one of those weapons lying around, that someone is going to use it for a purpose it was never intended for.
Which is the exact same reason that I couldn't let him finish creating that sword in the first place.
You did a
Similarly-
stellar job stopping him.
Well, Credence is a
I
friend.
didn't
I
see
do
any
not
backup with
believe,
him.
given knowing how he was
I caught you when
intending
you
to
fell.
make the weapon originally, I do not think he still has the values to make him fit as a craftsman to make that weapon.
My opinion on all of this, which I realize none of you asked for. I believe rules are followed by the people that believe in them. Having said that, it seems wasteful to kill somebody who has that potential. Imprison them, sure. Lock their hands or take the hands off completely, sure. But outright killing them seems wasteful.
I agree.
Sounds like we're planning a heist.
I didn't say that.
Also-
I said it was wasteful.
Perhaps instead we go and talk to them and try to convince them of another solution to death.
So no heist.
No heist.
Oh.
Not
Yet.
yet.
Not yet.
No matter the fate of Credence, I don't think it is worth pissing off or getting the Tajiki Kingdom or the Inner Flame mad at us.
Especially if we intend to bank here.
Or just survive anywhere.
There's also the fact that while Credence was making this, he did safeguard it a little bit at least, so that he's the only one that can use it currently
Mm-hmm.
to try and prevent something like what they are describing happening. Something where someone else gets the sword and uses it improperly.
There's
All
always
these-
ways around it.
I can attest it is fairly heavily warded. I tried many times bonding to it and it never worked.
As you guys are talking, you hear clack.
I look over at the table next to us and assume I see an old man emptying a pipe.
No. It is not a clack of a pipe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like someone's walking.
Peg leg.
There's a man walking in. There's a
It's
man
the
walking
king.
in. The staff in his hand is an odd design. It's very unique, something you probably haven't seen before. There's like a million tiny little cuts into it, revealing a very beautiful white underneath with a dark coating on the outside. You're not sure if it's like a lacquer or if it's just the natural part of it.
Everything that's on the table, I just scoop back into the bag. Just
He steps into the bar and he's kind of making his way. You just hear that against the stone floor.
There's just an odd echoing about it that seems unreal.
It feels really weird. I mean, especially in a place that's full of people, as that staff does. Yeah, like you said, it feels almost unreal.
I look at the other tables. Is anybody else noticing this?
They don't seem fully aware. Like the ones who that are moving out of the way for him, yes. But most of the bar seems to not be as really paying much attention to him. But nothing other than this just oddness about his presence itself, the sound and kind of the way that people are reacting.
Elvish.
He doesn't.
Jungi.
He has a tan skin to him. He looks human.
Wow, how rare.
I know, right?
He's not wearing anything that would set him apart as something outlandish or, you know,
He's
powerful, except for this staff that just seems to, like you said, kind of unearthly, you know,
It
unrealistically make a
clarity that
noise.
grabs your attention.
Very much so. And he comes and stops, doesn't sit at the table. He looks over at all of you.
Reaching for weapons and
Stuff's already in my bag
gaze.
off the table. right
There
now.
is no reason to fight with me. I come in peace.
Does peace have a name?
That all depends on what you believe in. But I come with a message for you.
Wow, deep burn. All right.
And what is that message?
You are all people who came from Iskilid, is this correct?
I believe so.
At one point or another.
At one point.
You hail from a guild.
Mm,
You were working
Yes.
for this Credence, one of the Inner Flame.
Yes.
The Silver
Yes.
Swords was the name. I
But
remember in game stuff.
The
Not
blades. that
Yeah.
was it.
the protectors of the Wait, hold on.
Yes.
That was an Oblivion.
The answer
joke.
is yes.
Well,
Yes, that is what I believe. That is what I believed. I have come to tell you that your city is under siege. And your friends are in danger.
I have no friends there.
So
Well-
Matt, certain backstory elements. Where does that take place? For Nero?
For Nero?
Yeah.
Where does...
Specific backstory.
Sorry.
People you owe money to are being attacked.
You know that place where
The
Jonathan
roof.
got stuck in the
The
door?
roof. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let them burn.
Where does all that take place?
Yeah.
It would not be a surprising thing if it was in Iskilid because you kind of do a lot of your trade there.
It wouldn't be surprising me either. Well, that changes things.
It is not doing very well. There is both your people for one, little missy.
Then I obviously cannot do anything about it.
But there are plenty of Scar that are attacking as well.
How long does the city have?
It is a very, very, very big city. It has plenty of time, but
It was a long time to get out here.
And we don't have credence.
the
to
people
get us
are
back.
the people are falling, and they need men and women to stand up and fight. And right now, there are many dying, many falling prey to Besheran's fangs.
I really can't do anything.
And tied.
I like Nero is like staring at the old man and goes, "You know, I hear heroes get paid a decent amount."
I did not tell you this so you could make more money.
You'd be surprised how little we make.
Well, I look down at whatever pouch I assume you put the gem in.
And that is quite presumptive to call oneself a hero.
Mm.
Whether true or not.
Well, it took us a long time to get here. It's going to take us that long to get back.
No, it will not.
I'm just going to shut up then.
Who are you?
If
well,
you wish
sounds
to,
like we need to go back.
If you wish to
save
go-
the dwarf or go back.
you are wanting to help Credence.
Well, we were discussing. not
This
taking
might
fat
be a
out of the
very
city.
good thing to do.
Yeah, my
A sword might help in a case like that.
Wonderful. The city doesn't have that long.
We still
Yes, it has a decent amount, but I'm not going to assume it's enough time for us to find the other forges.
No, but it might have enough time for us to get Credence free,
So he can what?
so that we can go to the city, and he can figure that out on his own.
Or it might be enough evidence that the
It might be proof that a sword that
that
level of
the
weapon is
might be
needed.
needed. Especially if rumors go around that the Yagamoth are making such a weapon.
The city should have enough time
Yagamoth are making
for us
another
to...
weapon like this?
Did you actually say that?
Rumors. I said rumors. I don't know
All I'm-
where you would have heard such rumors.
All I'm saying is that the city probably has enough time for us to go and talk. And then leave.
I do not have a way to get you to Credence, but I do have a way to get you to Iscalid, should you wish to go.
Can you give us an hour?
Or two.
I would like longer than an
I
hour.
can give you what time you need as far as that goes, if it is only an hour, but
We need longer than an hour.
I simply wished to give you the information.
Sad.
Okay.
Give us until tomorrow. How about that?
Fine.
Tomorrow
That is
night.
up to you. I will stay here for one day, and then I must be off to the other places that I must go. I have business about.
You seem kind of creepy.
I apologize for any creepiness that I have given off. I simply have much to do, and I am weary. I wish that I could sit and enjoy the frivolities of all of this drinking and music and merrymaking. I would prefer it, but it is not my lot.
Apparently not.
If you wish to go with me, meet me at the library here in town, and I will take you where you must go. If not, fair journeys and do not die dealing with the inner flame. They are not the most forgiving of people. Should you try to stand against them, you may make yourselves enemies. And that would be a bad thing for you.
I have lots of those, though.
Yes, one more is not good, I do not think. Anyway, go safely.
We will be there.
As he makes his way back out, he almost seems to fade into the crowd now. Like he doesn't stand out at all. Like almost blurs in and just goes.
Well, if there's to be one, I say we go to Iscalid.
I can agree with that.
So, permíteme, I need to get some things before we go.
Yes.
Yes.
I absolutely need to get
Keith,
things as
if
well.
I could
Okay.
get that ruby back, I
I
have.
didn't take you.
It was on the
ruby-
table.
Yeah, so I give the ruby back.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to make decisions and finish stuff up next week.
Okay.
I will come prepared for whatever you guys choose. I got lots of stuff to prepare one way or the other. Those who were with us, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was a lot of story and working out things and getting our characters prepared for the next big hunk of whatever's going to happen. Next week should be pretty exciting, hopefully, to see where it goes down the road. Please, if you guys enjoyed this, like us, follow us on Twitch or on Mixer, wherever you're watching us from. You can also catch up and see the other stories if you have missed. I know we had some people who showed back up. It was awesome. Master Link came back on. Thank you. If you haven't seen the other ones, we have them all on YouTube under Studio Nathan. You can go look them all up and watch them and catch up with the rest of the story. Because I know I don't do a huge recap as we go because there's too much to keep talking about. Other than that, follow us. You can find us also on Discord, right? On Studio Nathan. We do gaming and stuff there as a group. You can chat with us and hang out with us. There's like a whole Forgotten World section there. You can also follow us on Facebook at Forgotten World Adventures. We're not the travel one. It's kind of obvious which one we are. Let's see what else. Oh, we also got some cool little bits of art coming in from our artist. We're really excited. It's gonna happen.
Our artist is Spice and Rose. I'll link her stuff later, but we've commissioned her and she's starting on our sketches right now, and so we hopefully within the next few weeks we'll see artwork start popping up, and so you can actually see what our characters look like without us describing them.
super exciting. Sorry guys, I've not got enough sleep. Anyways, other than that, continue to follow us, share this with your friends, share the YouTube videos if you go look them up, to help people get into this, catch up, and start playing or start coming together. The more people we have there together chatting, the more fun we can have. Some of us actually are involved in some of the chat with you guys there as well.
And we have the poll system, which I remember this time. I'm going to finish it and see who gets inspiration for next week.
Cool.
Did somebody vote for me?
Mm-hmm.
I think you do. Yep, we got. You get it again,
Who voted for me, by the way?
Master Link.
Hey,
Hey,
Master
buddy.
Link.
You're the best. I don't know, Alex. I don't think I know who you are. If you
So,
do know who I am, let me
Nero
know.
again gets the viewer inspiration, which I forgot to mention this week, but it didn't really matter.
Yeah, we do have polls you guys can vote on. That's kind of cool and be involved in this. We're thinking about some other things that we might do as well. We've seen some fun things where people come up with monsters that people that they would like to see our heroes face. That kind of stuff would be cool.
To be able to do that, we need more people in the chat to be voting for these things.
Right. It's way more fun if we have a lot more voices other than one or two. I know that we have a few people that watch, but the more involved we get, the better. Other than that, I don't think we have anything else, right?
That's it.
Honestly,
we will be.
Monster Poll would be kind of cool, but in sort of a sadistic way for chat because you guys get
Right.
how we die.
Yeah.
TPK.
You guys are probably nicer than me, so.
Let's
Anyways.
be honest. They would suggest something and then you would tweak it.
You're
So
probably
technically,
right.
that's a conjoined,
Yeah.
pure evil, really.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We will see you again next week. You take care.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.